Yeah. And we're live.
And wow, what was that?
Someone died.
I know. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is going on? Getting ready for another Linux. I'm waiting for like the power to go out. Like, was that a transformer? I'm going to go walk outside and take a look at in front of my house, man. Make sure nobody wrecked or exploded out there. Before I do that, here's Pedro.
Hello. Was that the motorcycle man just finally offing himself?
I don't know, man. Like, last time I heard that, everything went like, uh-oh.
That was a loud thunk.
That was a thump. Like, I felt that. I'm like, uh-oh. I'll be right back. We're going to kick over to live. I want to make sure, like, nothing's exploded. Boop.
So, how's everyone doing? Anything exploding on your ends? No? I know we were talking about power consumptions in kilowatts and actually measuring the power consumption of your PC. I'm very much in camp. Okay, that's good to know. I'm very much camp, just get a kilowatt power meter type of situation and just plug it in and let it read for a while. Then start up a game and see how much that changes. I need to get one of those. Just over 800 watts, that's not bad.
All the watts? All right. There we go. Yeah, nothing to report. That was anticlimactic, which I'm a huge fan of. Rep 4 show.
What was it?
No idea.
Right.
Loud. Like dogs are barking in the neighborhood. Most importantly,
that random thumping noise.
Right. It sounded like a transformer blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
Pow. Ooh. Mm-hmm. E-Live, we live.
Hello, Jill. Speaking of, did the tweet go?
Yeah, I just yoinked it.
Oh, cool. Yes.
This is tradition. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so take a look at some of the like hot stuff we were looking at in the pre-super shows. And missing out on that, you got to go back. There's your reason to become a long-winded discussion about combo units.
And we all kind of agree, you know what? If that's as good as it looks,
it's all right. I mean, it would be better if I had a gaming console built into it.
Teeny tiny little screen in the front of the oven bit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there it is. It's missing USB ports. To charge.
Right, can't charge your phone. Yeah.
Useless. Throw it away. You get your purple drink?
I did.
What's a purple? I didn't get a good look at it.
It's grape, just grape flavored.
Grape flavor. Looks like a thin grape flavor.
It's an electrolyte mix. So it's basically
like
just
Gatorade type stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Grape Terade?
Yeah.
It's Gatorade.
Yeah. What? You don't like artificial grape flavor? Actually, this isn't even artificial grape flavor. This is like the natural one. It doesn't taste like that, grape crush grape.
Doesn't taast like grape's supposed to taste?
No, it doesn't taste like the artificial grape that God intended.
I don't know. I don't mind most artificial flavors.
See, you got to think about like artificial flavors like that sometimes. Because like that, if you bit into a grape and it tasted like grape flavoring, you would spit it out.
Yeah, you'd be like, that's
sounds wrong.
That ain't right.
Although with advances in genetic engineering, who knows? We could have just artificially flavored, natural artificial flavoring.
Could have orange grapes. You bite into a grape and it just tastes like orange.
Here's what I want to believe. I want to believe the person who came up with the Patient Zero, the creator of grape flavor, artificial grape flavor, the first one. They're like, this doesn't taste anything like grape flavor. He's like, but it's purple. They're like, fine, use it.
It definitely does taste purple.
Okay, and since we're on that, what's that blue flavoring? Because I've been having the blue drinks for a long time.
Powerade Light Blue.
Yeah.
The berry, the beaver anus.
Yeah,
the beaver anus. That's what it is.
I mean, it's synthetic nowadays, but yeah,
it's
based on beaver anus.
Yeah.
Raspberries, man.
Yeah, the artificial raspberry and artificial vanilla flavoring.
Ice cream flavoring. The artificial vanilla is just, ice cream. Okay, generic ice cream. Let's go.
Is there here's a fair question. Can you get unflavored ice cream?
It's just milk flavored, right? Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
It would just be like frozen milk.
Do they just sell that though? Like, can you buy it?
There used to be an ice cream from Happy. That was mini milk.
For some reason, my brain is making this ice cream look like Crystal Pepsi. It's transparent.
It's just clear ice cream. It's just a bucket of ice.
Cylinder on a little stick. It's mini milk. Yeah, everyone knows mini milks.
Mini milk.
Yeah,
that's my nickname for my penis.
Oh. It's better than oregano. Butter.
There you go. You got the 3 variants of mini milk.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure that white one is vanilla flavored.
No, it's milk.
Milk. What's
actual? It just tastes like frozen milk.
So what? I guess it's just like frozen regular milk, chocolate milk, and strawberry milk.
Craves frozen
it's just
milk, man.
Cream. Like they freeze the cream. There, done.
I have to imagine that a person who took their cream flavored mini milk bit into them, like, what's this bullshit? You forgot the vanilla. I thought that's like the universal color code for like that's gonna taste like vanilla.
Usually, yes,
okay,
but that one was very much
coconut.
Milk.
I've seen some like sherbet, like some lemony stuff that's also white.
Yeah, lemon sherbet. Yeah.
The milk loaf. I don't know.
Oh, man, now I just want ice cream.
If it was on
the milk steak.
Here's the thing: if it is just like straight that with no flavoring, it's like it should cost less.
It is. It's the cheapest one.
Okay. All right. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I'll give them that.
It was like all of the other ice creams were like €1, €1.50. Mm-hmm. That one was 50 cents.
Okay.
Which is why I used to have a lot of them because it leaves cool. It's like I only have 50 cents, so mini milk, please.
Craved frozen milk. Mm.
I haven't bought bagged milk in a while just because we're not big milk drinkers here.
Mm. Oh, there was somebody who made that some post. I forget where it was. It wanted to see if you could be held in contempt of court for like weird things. And he's like, so I'm going to see if I can get the judge to say something about drinking too much milk while I'm on this Zoom call with the court, or I have to
just like chugging like 2 liters.
And like at the end, he's like, the judge has ordered me to stop drinking so much. Yeah.
You just make eye contact with the judge and just like fucking down that fucking gallon jug of milk. Like, establish dominance.
Oh man, I like his music videos. He spends money on his music videos.
Yes, very much a spectacle type of rapper.
Oh yeah, it's like, hey, he's giving the devil a lap dance. I'm like, all right, I'll watch that.
And then he, after which he usurps the devil and is now ruling hell.
Mm-hmm.
A wholesome story for the children.
Yeah.
Leave your...
Yeah, if you want cottage cheese, yeah.
Oh, man. Well, I guess that would apply to milk in any type of container, man. Like, probably a bag would be better for milk expansion and heat.
If you have like a fixed container, though, you could have like a milk grenade.
You could. It would the fixed container would have a higher pressure threshold.
Yeah.
So your milk explosion would be more milktacular. Man, that'd be nasty as fuck to clean off a car, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah.
After a day,
can you imagine the smell?
baking?
Like,
and the fabric.
Rank milk.
Why did you cover my car in cheese? I didn't. I covered it in milk. But some time has passed, so...
Here, have a slice of door cheese.
Don't worry, it's just gonna keep. If you like the smell of cheese, it's just gonna smell better and better as time goes on.
It's cheddar brulee.
Don't worry, the dash cheese isn't quite done yet.
The Honda Havarti.
Hatchback cheese? Don't knock it till you try it. Yeah, we're at that wonderful time of the year on the East Coast where the weather can not make up its mind at all.
It's just raining now.
I went through that last week. It was just like Monday through Friday.
Yeah, whatever was going on down here has made its way up here, so it's mud.
It's just raining, and it's not getting particularly warm, but it's not getting terribly cold. It's like 10 Celsius during the day and 1 or 2 Celsius at night. That's it.
We're like doing the false start thing where it'll be 25 one day and like 12 the next.
There's always that bit at the end of April too where it just starts snowing for fuck you reason, and then it's like, yeah, we're done.
Yeah, I don't get that. I just feel like weather-wise, it's like somebody fucking with the switch right now. Which doesn't bother me, but I mean, it makes you extremely like warm or cold though. Because of the temperature differential.
No, I would like to have an idea of how to consistently dress.
Shorts and a heavy coat.
That's what people do here.
The silent Bob, I see.
Well, I think everybody had that one friend, man, the motherfucker who never wore pants.
Yep.
Everybody knows that one guy only wore shorts. It'd be like minus 20 outside, shorts on, heavy coat. Also, possibly Kevin Smith. Maybe you knew Kevin Smith growing up.
Yeah, sounds like you're just describing Kevin Smith. There's a Kevin Smith in every town. You just gotta find him. It's like, where's Waldo? Where's Kevin?
He's on the East Coast. He's living above his movie theater right now.
Did he move out of that house right next to Mark Hamill?
No, he's still got the place there. He's trying to get his movie theater up and going in Jersey. So he bought a movie theater and it's got an apartment above it. So he's staying in the apartment above the movie theater.
Okay. I'm just reminded of Frank Grimes, who lives above, who lives above a bowling alley underneath another bowling alley.
I don't know how people live above bars, man.
I guess they're like either heavy patrons of said bars or they work there.
Well, I know downtown. I was looking at places, and like they're like crazy. You know, we're talking like $3-4 grand a month for some of these places. Like, what? To live above a bar?
What was that one you showed? The one in London that was literally just a cupboard converted into a bedroom. That was £1,000 a month.
There's a couple of those in Toronto. It's just like, yeah, it's like 30 square feet, $1,500 a month, please.
Dude. The little house in Toronto. There it is.
Yeah. We got dumb shit here, man. Yep.
The problem is you start looking inside of some of these tiny houses, you're like, that's not bad.
Yeah. If like, I don't know. If you just sleep there, probably, yeah. But if you like,
right,
working from home there might be a little, can't leave the box. I'm trapped in my box.
All right, that's fair. Yeah, not safe for work for home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it only had like a second floor, that would be nice. Because you could have, like a kitchen and whatever else, and have an office and a bedroom of sorts at the
That
top
was
floor.
like one I was
went to-
looking at in New York was like that. It was like kitchen, living room, bedroom, bathroom.
We went to IKEA last week because we got to pick up another bookshelf, and they had this demo. Was like, oh yeah, 500 square foot IKEA apartment, and I'm like walking through it, and it's like, this is actually pretty well organized, but like one or two people could live here and like only sleep here. There's not enough room for like fucking anything else.
Oh yeah, man. Like I follow the schoolies, people doing the converted school buses.
Right.
I'm like, that's dope as fuck. But yeah, as soon as you start thinking like, how do you do anything though?
Yeah.
Like indoors, other than like sit down.
Yeah. You want to have more than two people over? Yeah.
Right.
Good luck.
Oh, that doesn't stop humanity. Not even.
Oh
a little
yeah,
bit.
no, dude. I was going up to take a test one day in college, and there were people fucking in the stairwell.
There's plenty of room.
Yeah.
No parents there.
You ever been trapped in an elevator?
Yes, it's not fun.
How long?
Like half an hour.
That's not too bad.
No, but like
That's enough to start getting worried, though.
Yeah,
isn't it?
no, but like past the 5-minute mark, I would not recommend. Because then like you get hot and you get bored, and that's a dangerous combination.
Are we talking pre or post to having a mobile?
Well, that depends. Some phones don't work in the elevator.
No, it was,
Well, I guess if you have like online offline stuff, yeah.
no.
I think I did have a phone with me at that point.
It's like a Motorola had snakes on it. Like that.
Some sketchy elevators in the building where I work that whenever I roll a cart, like stacked with monitors or laptops, enough weight to make any elevator creak a little bit, that one just goes.
Do you reach in and hit the floor and take the stairs?
Yeah. It's like
Yeah,
push the trolley in, hit the floor,
I'll
go up the
meet you up there.
stairs, pull it out.
Yeah, don't risk it for the biscuit. No, yeah, those laptops are insured. I am not. So
There was one day that we had like 200 and something monitors delivered, and I was the only one there. It was during the pandemic. So it was literally like go down, fill up the trolley, and I couldn't be in the elevator even if I wanted to because it was at the weight limit. So it's like push it in, hit the thing, pull it out, dump it all in the room, go back down, collect the others. It was a lot of trips.
I've never been I guess like even close. It wasn't even an escalator. It was the speed ramps at Atlanta, the airport at Hartsfield. I was like 3/4 of the way. It's like, oh, I love these things because I'd always walk on them just to speed things up even more.
yeah, you go wee. It's like Sonic the Hedgehog,
Right, and
right?
you're flying by everybody, and it's like, like boo.
Yeah, as a kid, like I remember being like 9-10 years old and being like, okay, well, these things accelerate you. What if I run down one of them? and then the other game is, can I run fast enough to overpower it and like get to the other side?
Pay attention to where the sidewalk ends on those too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. That's rough. That's rough with some luggage behind you traveling at the same speed. All right. An hour. As long as I had something to do. If I had internet access, I could go like indefinite on that.
Yeah, just sit down, expend the least possible amount of energy with your phone, and just, yeah.
Yeah, I got some bad claustrophobia, so that's just like no good. It's like, no, trapped. All right. You ever see that M. Night Shyamalan movie, The Devil? I'm the devil.
No, that's when I quit watching because I laughed out loud. They had that as a trailer. I'm like,
Yeah.
and like the trailer goes through this, like, oh, and you're trapped in the elevator. Then like it goes to black, and it comes all the way up, and it's like directed by M. Night Shyamalan. I just bust out laughing. I'm like, get the fuck out of here with this. I'm done. I'm out.
The last M. Night Shyamalan movie I watched was The Happening.
You eyeing my lemon drink, boy? What? No. That has some of the best fucking line reads I have ever. No.
Did he direct the sequel to the superhero movie?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, then I watched that. That was the last one I watched.
Yeah, Split, and then there's the other one after that. Apparently Split was also
Glass.
Glass, yeah. Glass.
Yeah, I watched Glass. I didn't watch
I
Split.
saw Glass, yes.
People were saying that Split was actually pretty good.
Okay.
It's Professor X, James McAvoy. So he's a good actor. Like, he'll at least be hitting in that.
I saw one, like some cracked listicle, and it was like the top 10 weirdest TV shows ever made. Like, scrolled down, and I saw, until I got to, what was it, the X-Men one?
Pride of the X-Men?
No, that one that was just drugs.
Oh, Legion?
Legion.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
man. I gotta go back and finish Legion. That was so good.
Like,
but
that's
you gotta pay attention to it.
dude, yeah, that's an experience, man, that I've not gotten by. I watched like 3/4 of the first episode. I'm like, no, I gotta, you can't just casually watch what's going on. That's just drugs, man.
Yeah, there are little things they drop in like episode 1 that you're just like, oh wow, they actually paid that off, huh? Yeah, no, that show, I am amazed that show lasted as long as it did. And it's like, yeah, we're just going to embrace low budget because it takes place in the mind of a psychic where we can just go as fucking weird as we want.
Oh,
we're
right.
gonna spend 3/4 of the episode talking about this fucking chicken. It's plot relevant. You'll find that out later. But right now, enjoy the fucking chicken.
Sit back and relax and bok, bitches.
Yeah, we'll pay that off. We'll pay that shit off. It's fine. Trust us. But like, chicken time now. You're just like, what is happening? My brain.
All right. Yeah, I think we should be good to go. Everything's behaving.
Ooh.
Red Dwarf episode.
I gotta go back and watch some Robot Chickens. Those have been when I last watched Robot Chicken, it was still pretty funny. I don't know, but I don't know if that has improved or regressed as time went on.
Yeah, I mean, for whatever reason, because I'm old, YouTube always shows me like the recommendations for like the ones from 20 years ago.
Yeah, the ones that we grew up on.
And I'm like, I don't know if I would understand the cultural references for what we're going on today. Hopefully.
Darkest sketch. We're going to Disneyland, Billy. Disneyland. Where's mommy?
That was a good show. I mean, I guess still is though, right?
I guess, yeah. But that's the thing about those Adult Swim shows too. They fucking rerun them into the ground. I wonder if someone's actually counted how many like full run-throughs of like classic Family Guy Adult Swim has actually gone through.
Oh, they have.
Yeah, like it's somewhere in like the thousands, I'd have to imagine.
Because like that was in reruns like back in like 2001 when I was in uni, man.
Yeah,
And it's good to see though, because I'll see like, because I subscribe to Adult Swim on YouTube and they'll post up some of the shows and I'm like, it's good to see they still just let interns make shows without any point or plot, or it's just drugs.
Yeah,
whatever.
It's an incubator, right? Because like sometimes like crazy shit comes. Too many cooks, man. That shit was mental. Too many cooks.
Exactly, Steve.
Yeah. Oh, Harry Potter, the H. He's got the mark on his forehead. Yeah.
Yeah, I came to like Red Dwarf like really, really late, and I had to look up his. I was like, "What? Oh, he's a kitty cat guy. Okay, got it, understood."
Yeah, kitty cats evolved to be human-like.
Yeah, right. I'm like, oh.
Right. I think there was a brief window when I was about like 14 or 15 when I could have got into Red Dwarf, but it just looked too weird for me, and I was just like, I
really like Red Dwarf, but they only aired the first season of the first series in Portugal. So
I imagine if you were
I still
like
need to go back and watch the rest.
I imagine if you were like starved for sci-fi in like the mid 90s.
Well, that's like by the time I was like 13, we got the C-band dish, so I had access to the Sci-Fi channel. So I didn't watch anything except for like that. Like, That was huge back in the day, man, because you didn't get sci-fi movies or TV shows. Like, you had the X-Files. That was it. All right. Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
Yeah. We do a show. Not because it is easy, because it is hot. I've been listening to a lot of fucking Dan Garland, man.
Got a bunch of Winston Churchill monologues in the chamber.
Well, they did like the that's like the intro to the hardcore history thing. They did the one on like the Vikings and like invading France and what he did, and like that was like fun to go through. Then of course you listen to one, you're like, shit. Well, I'm gonna be going to bed listening to this, man. What do we want to pick up? Highly recommend Painfotainment. It's covering the history of like public executions as entertainment.
I've heard good stuff about Behind the Bastards.
Haven't read that or listened to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the story behind like history's greatest monsters.
Oh, okay. OG Battlestar. Yeah, I didn't. That wasn't a good show.
Oh man, my first exposure to OG Battlestar was Galactica 1989.
1999, or was it 89 or 99?
I think it was. Was it 89 or 99? It was.
Wait a minute. Are you talking to like Space 1999?
No. This was the sequel to Battlestar Galactica where they make it to Earth and it's the 80s. Or
what?
Yeah. It lasted for like 2 seasons or whatever. It was real cheap, and like 2 people from the OG Battlestar showed up in it. Yeah,
I mean, it's a better love story than Caprica, right?
Yeah, I think on Strider's channel, I think he's been watching too much Caprica because he's been posting some stuff where he thinks that AI is gonna replace people or create simulacra of them. I don't know. He might be a little too high.
Yeah,
taking bong hits. And,
hey man.
Yep.
All right, everyone.
But what you don't know is that I've been replaced by an AI this entire time.
How would we know? It's like everybody listening to the audio. Like, God damn it!
It's not paranoia if they are out to get you.
God damn it! I knew it.
Don't worry. The AI promises our death will be swift and efficient.
Swift and eggplant.
Squirt, squirt. All right. Episode 554. Yeah, 554. And welcome back to another LinuxGameCast Weekly, the show that covers the latest Linux gaming news, reviews, how-tos, and most importantly, whatever the hell else we come up with. I'm Vince Stone here at LJC Actual, switching the bits, doing all this nightmare fuel under Linux in our little penguin-powered studio. That is Jordan Huang with his mighty laptop of business.
Spelt with a J, yeah.
Huang.
JWANG.
And of course, you know me, love him, Pedro Mateus, staying up late past his bedtime on the Isles of Britannia, together with you, Sharon Dynamic, helping us form Cocaine Voltron. I should have did something for that too. It's April's 1st, man. Come on.
Cocaine Steve Ballmer. It's just regular Steve Ballmer.
Right.
It's just a photo.
It's just a picture of Steve Ballmer.
Oh man, how things have changed. Somebody brought up that argument because this is April's 1st and it's been typically don't have shows and I'm like, yeah, we got to do something. So there you go. Look at that. We're trending.
Aha.
It's going to confuse the fuck out of somebody on Twitch though when they're watching live, right? They're going to see that thumbnail. Like, what?
I do like it, that it truly looks like you made this overlay in MS Paint though. That's a nice touch.
Spent more time on that than you want to know.
All right.
That's all I'm going to say. That was hard to get the graphics right.
Yeah, does GIMP not have an MS Paint mode?
That it's even got the correct color bars on the top and the bottom of the It's color accurate, which I thought the XP, like the orange was more orange, but it's not. That was the color.
Okay, I guess just
pastel-y orange.
Yeah,
yeah.
I thought
it contrasts real well with the blue screen of Nope Blue.
It was either that or it was going to be the field, right? Like
yeah,
and that it didn't look right, like with the clouds and that at the bottom was going to be so
Well, right. You've seen the photo of that field like nowadays where it's all like dead, right?
Overgrown.
Oh man. So what's up? What's new? What's going on? Well, I was a little disappointed. I think like a couple of people. I wanted to play The Last of Us, and it's not a good port, so I didn't buy it.
Yeah,
this
is what I've been hearing. Yeah,
too many people.
They delayed it too. Like they were like, "Oh, we're gonna push this back a month because we want to get it right." If this is right, I want to see. I actually kind of want to see what they had like a month ago. Can we get that on a better beta bench?
The thing that like really, I waited. Initially, I was like, I was going to buy it because I wanted to play it real bad. I've never played The Last of Us, and then just the reports, and it was like mostly negative by the time I got a chance that day to sit down. I'm like, all right, let me go grab that. It's like 2,000 negative reviews. Like, oh boy, you know what? Maybe I can power through it. And Strider's like, it runs great on the deck. Then I saw a video of it running on the deck. I'm like, no, it doesn't.
Well, it looks like the PS3 game, but
no,
yeah,
it does.
It's accurate.
It is not PS3 quality.
Accurate emulation.
So, I'm just going to wait on it. Like when the entire universe is like, I have a potato PC, ladies and gentlemen. I have 2 first generation Ryzen 6 core CPUs glued together. So, and a 3060. It's not a gaming juggernaut. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait. And I'm not going to do the Spider-Man where I bought Spider-Man day 1 and waited 6 months. I'm like, hey, I can play it now. You know what? I don't care about this game anymore.
Yeah, I can't even bring myself to just buy new games on Steam at full price anyways, unless I really, really want them.
I did that with God of War. And that was an okay experience, though. I mean, I sat and played all the way through God of War because it's Teal'c.
Yeah, but like especially with new games, right? Like you can wait a year. Like all the bugs will usually be sorted in Proton, and like the game will be like 40% off or whatever because it goes on sale because Steam sales, right? So there's usually never a downside to waiting.
Usually not, unless it's something.
Yeah,
this was like one of those situations. Like, listen, man, I've already been waiting 7 years. What's a few more months going to wait? Yeah, that's about it, man. Just playing around, doing the stuff. You've been lifting heavy things.
Yeah. My peak ended at the end of last week. I deloaded, and the most impressive out of my lifts was the 655 pound deadlift. I got a 395 pound bench press and a 600 pound squat out of it, which is what I wanted. So that's good.
Let's see if we can cut live to the footage of other Jordan.
Yes. Look at it go.
Yeah. Snap.
Crunch. No, that's fine. I like my mishmash of like ill matched plates because there's like the really big one at the end, and then that's the 10 pounder, and then I have a really tiny 25 pound behind that, so it's just kind of dangling.
I mean, if it balances, man. Yeah. You guys played the Strange Brigade though on Thursday.
We did. Yeah, I was talking with you guys in the pre super shows, on which you guys should watch by subbing to us on our Patreon, patreon.com/LinuxGameCast. Give us money. Yeah,
no, I wish enough people like watched. You know how they do sponsor block on YouTube? Have you ever used sponsor block?
No.
It's great. It's a crowdsourced plugin that you can get for Chrome. So anytime people are like, hey, head over to patreon.com/LinuxGameCast, it'll just automatically skip it.
Oh, well then. I guess too bad for us. Yeah, the controls are fucking weird though. Like Q is use, E is like the special power, Shift is like throw grenade. And like you expect all of those buttons to do completely different things if you've played a video game in the past like 5 years or so. So it's definitely a bit of an adjustment. Yeah. Speaking of, because I'm on vacation this week, we're gonna do the Thursday stream at noon Eastern Standard Time this week. So if any EU peeps want to drop in, you can.
That's very good. Now, over here, nothing spectacular happened. Although my little brother asked me because he wanted to buy a new new album. I can't remember the name of the band.
An album? But he asked you to buy a what?
Yeah, the
because
band that he likes put out a new. Yeah, put out a new album, and there's a special edition that comes with a t-shirt, and he wanted the special edition, but on their Bandcamp, they were only taking pounds, like pound sterling. So he asked me, "Can you buy this for me?" It's like, okay, I'll gift it to you. It's I'll give you a gift. No, I want to pay for it. No, it's a gift. Don't worry about it. And then a couple of days later, he offered me Returnal, which is like twice the price of what the album costs. So yeah, thank you.
So how's your Tom Cruise experience been going?
Yeah, right.
Actually, it plays very much like Risk of Rain 2, which I also like Risk of Rain 2, so that's fine. It's just that it's a AAA game, so they removed all of the variety from Risk of Rain 2, and they just focus on the one character, and they made that like look AAA good. So
I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's Souls-like somewhere in the description.
It's a roguelike. Roguelite? It's Risk of Rain.
I'm asking you.
If you've played Risk of Rain 2, it is exactly like that.
No idea.
It's not a Souls-like.
It's a third-person shoot-'em-up, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Was Souls-like elements?
No, not really.
No.
There's no chest that trades as a space chest?
Space.
I put it in space for you.
Space mimics?
There's space chests, yes. There's an alien civilization, but there's an astronaut. There's an creepy astronaut that just stares at you from a distance.
There's an astro creep. Rob Zombie's there. All right, I'll play.
So how far have you gotten? I saw that you posted earlier that you got through the first boss.
Yeah, because Strider was saying that he couldn't beat the first boss. So I'm like, oh, okay, let's try to beat the first boss. It took me to 3 tries to actually kick his ass, but I did.
So you took the opportunity to just the horsecock Strider. And just be like, hey.
So I went to Strider, it's like, okay, 3rd time's the charm. There, done.
Wait a minute. Is there a roll mechanic?
Yeah, there's not a roll, it's a dash.
Close enough. That Souls like, yeah. All right.
Yeah, sure, why not?
There's no bonfires.
Listen, Pedro. Everything is a Dark Souls. Tetris, Dark Souls. Super Mario Brothers, Dark Souls. Bubble Bobble.
That's why the internet has the absolute fascination with this is the Dark Souls of.
Yeah, everything's a Dark Souls.
That's just mainstream video games media nowadays.
Everything can be Souls-like if you try hard enough. Like our horse.
Suppose.
I mean, the horse can roll, but less so like an active like tumble, and more just like a shimmy of mass. It's the Steam update. Well, it's time to bring out the bagpipes. R.I.P.
Pull one out, right?
Yeah, Windows 7, Windows 8. No longer supported in Steam. I mean, Windows 7 was end of life back in 2020, and 8.1 was EOL'd in January of this year, but, here we are. Turns out that the embedded version of Chrome that Steam is using no longer supports the old versions of Windows. Too bad, so sad. Your advice is to upgrade to Windows 10, Windows 11, or just buy a Steam Deck.
Yeah, very much with Jordan on that one. If you haven't moved to Windows 10 or 11, because admittedly they are a bit shit, just get a Steam Deck.
I mean, Windows 7 still runs on more Steam PCs than any version of Linux combined.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sounds about right.
That should keep you up at night just a little bit. But you got to think about it, though. I mean, is there any other operating system whose users will proudly cling on to it? Like, even if it's 15 years old and unsupported, like, and take some pride in it too. They're like, well, I'm still running Windows.
XP was the big one, right? Like people were running people were so soured by Vista, they didn't even trust Windows 7. And they're like, no, we swear this is the good one. They're like,
there's bound to be someone out there that's like real happy that I'm still running XP, you guys.
I'm still on NT4.
Now, when it comes to Vista, I had one experience with it because I had heard all the horror stories about how bad it was. And I guess, SSDs were not a common thing back then. And somebody brought me their PC and like, it's got a problem or whatever. I'm like, fine. I cut it on, had Vista on it. And it really did take that long to start up that I laughed. I'm like, really? Wow. Okay, you can go do something like this. But yeah, the moral of this story, put some Linux on that old box or that new box, whatever you're doing. Because, man, I did find, I went looking. Steam ended support for Windows XP and Vista in January of 2019, which is a lot later than I thought, right?
Yeah, I do remember us talking about it. but like that was also pre-pandemic times. So like,
yeah,
who knows
I went
how
digging
that
around.
was.
Like the oldest version of Steam, the newest version of Steam is like from 2018 that people are putting on their retro. Again, get ready to feel old. Their retro XP gaming machines.
Yeah, LGR did the build of his ideal retro Windows XP machine 5 years ago or 6 years ago, something like that.
I'm sorry, I have to go like walk into the sun. Retro XP machine. I'm done. Sorry, guys.
Oh man, it was a good run. We got a surprise though. It's something that you can't play in your retro XP machine.
No, Proton Experimental does not run in your XP machine, though it can run in Windows XP mode if that's your jam. In fact, it's required for some games. But yeah, it's the new version. It's out as of March 31st. And the two big ones are the ones highlighted, which is fix the Epic Online services failing to update for Fall Guys, Returnal, and other games. God. May require a Proton prefix to be created, and fix the experimental regression that made King of Fighters 15's start to a black screen. Which, the whole Epic Online Services thing, I was really happy because Returnal uses that for some reason. But I was really happy when it failed to install, and you just hit the dismiss button and the game starts up just fine. So I just reverted that to Proton 7 so that it can keep failing. Epic.
Yeah, I'm just happy that like I can get through an entire game of Fall Guys without the game fucking crashing. That was like I saw that update, and every time I see an update in Proton, I'm just like, gonna test Fall Guys, and lo and behold, this is the one.
This is the one that did it.
Yeah, we can play Fall Guys on Linux, you guys. Oh my god,
we might try it in the after shows, and so stick around.
I'm excited. It's fun. It's a fun game.
Here's the one that got a chuckle out of me.
Yeah. Well, that's the old version of GNOME now. I'm gonna be on the latest.
44 just came out.
I don't know. Can we get like Resident Evil Village working? Because I kind of want to play that. That'd be neat.
So like, where you're mentioning it crashes? Like, does it crash in like the intro cinematic or like?
Yeah, it crashes through like all the descriptions in Proton DB.
Oh no, I mean like at what point in the game does it?
Like right at the beginning, you can. There's like two places, but there's one place you'll never like get out of the cellar of the first little house place.
Okay,
it freezes right there, guaranteed 100%.
I was curious if it's gonna be like one of those like weird cinematic issues, or if like there's like some actual broken gameplay. It sounds like it's the latter.
It's like one of those things. Like I'd like to play it. It'd be nice. Somebody sent me that gift. Whoever like,
I think it was Foxy.
Might have been Michael. Might have been Game Intro. I don't. Somebody did. And I wanted to go through it, and like I don't have any nostalgia for what's the latest one, that remaster that by all accounts is like a fantastic port.
Yeah, everyone seems to be very much on board. Apparently, they lost some of the campiness of the original, but people really like how it turned out anyway, and they kept a lot of the fun stuff still, so that's good.
Yeah, what people were saying about RE4 was like the most disappointing thing about the RE4 remake is that it didn't come out when RE4 came out, because that was kind of like apparently RE4 was just like completely fucking the future at the time. There was like nothing else like it.
Wasn't RE4 like a Wii exclusive?
It was on the GameCube
exclusive. Yeah. All right,
yeah,
same thing. I mean, literally.
Yeah,
it's Dolphin.
Yeah. Well, we got to talk about that in a little bit, but spoilers.
We do. Although still very much on the same thing, Chimera OS, which is effectively, Steam OS, but with emulators built in and a little web session that you can access from another computer to dump ROMs and just do a bunch of other stuff directly from the browser. They're up to version 40 now, or 41 because they did a quick re-release. But yeah, you should absolutely update to version 40 before you update to 41, or if you're just going to install, just install 41 moving forward. But yeah, the big one is that there's a new kernel, and Mesa drivers and the NVIDIA drivers. The audio should work on the Steam Deck now. In fact, they were having some issues getting it to work on the Steam Deck at all. And now supposedly it does, so that's very, very good. And they added support for the INEO 2 and the INEO Geek via handy GCCS. No idea what that is. If anyone has an Aya and they're playing with the Linux on it, let us know how that goes.
It actually supports a bunch of different handhelds as well. I just want to give a shout out to that project because I didn't know what it was until like I started researching the story. But yeah, handy GCCS. I put the link in our show notes. You can go click on that. But it maps a bunch of the keyboard and controller shortcuts or keyboard and mouse shortcuts to the controllers so that you can have a more comfortable native experience with your handheld PC. It supports more than just the INEOs. So definitely check that out if you're just building your own handheld image or if you're just trying to fuck around on your Steam Deck.
Yeah, and PCSX2 for PS2 emulation. It means that now you have to provide your own BIOS, but you'll get a lot more support for just about every game on the PS2. So,
oh, great! I'll just go over to Sony and buy one.
Well, no, you got to pay them $15 a month, and then you can stream all the PS2 games you want.
Man. So our next bit of information, we got a couple of game updates, and this is like, well, this is a new game. We got to put this as a new game because
it's not really a game. It's new software available, but it's time for Snorky to get on Steam.
Steam Dolphins.
Yeah. It's coming soon. It's really an update. Yeah, that's all we're really getting. They say that it's going to be coming in Q2. They will give us more information about the limitations of Dolphins. So that's it. That there are some sentence there. The process and features of the Steam release. So maybe we're not getting a full featured release on Steam. I don't know. It's always sketchy when like they put emulators on Steam because there's always the risk that Nintendo's just gonna swing on by and be like, hey, you stop that. But more always down for more first class emulator support on Steam. It's great that RetroArch is available and you can just install most of the cores just through Steam. And now Dolphin.
Yeah, and having a portable Wii/GameCube emulator officially from Steam will make it very easy for those people that are scared to drop into desktop mode. That's very good.
Yeah, how does that run on the Steam Deck? Like, pretty good? Pretty okay?
I haven't tried Dolphin yet. I know the RPCS 3 works. That one works really, really well. So, yeah.
All right. So, open source games end up on Steam as well, ladies and gentlemen, and it's interesting how they do it sometimes, but it's always a good thing, you know. It's not the first. We even have applications like Blender that are also open source available on Steam, and it's a great way to keep your application up to date. And I always want to give it a mention when I see a new title showing up. It's Cataclysm. Dark Days Ahead, a brand new game never before seen. No, it's been around for
never.
A little while. Little while, as you might be able to tell by the graphics, but you know, it's old school roguelike RPG and by all accounts a fantastic game and a good time vampire that apparently can be played over SSH on one of the Lego mini light cubes keys with the LCDs on them.
Yeah, you gotta love the games that you can just like shell into a thing and then just start playing again. It's real good for just killing your productivity.
Right. And it is $19.99, which is a little thing like, wait a minute, what? It's open source. Yeah, you can always go to the web zone. You go to their web zone, download it for free. But this is just a way they set up to, if you want to help fund development. Like, hey, $20.
Which is very awesome. Good. That's a very good way to do it. Yep.
Yeah. I still wish that Valve would like introduce a pay what you want option for open source projects on Steam, just so that like, you know, giving people $20 is nice. You could if you're particularly generous, you could give them like $100 or whatever. The version on Steam though, that is going to be pulling the stable branch, which apparently will get updated about once every year and a half or so, every 16 months. So if you do want the latest and greatest, you're probably going to want to grab it from the website, but still it's good to have it on Steam. Just, you know, more open source games on Steam.
Yeah, I mean, it's just there and it's an easy way to kick the developers. $20.
Yeah. Yeah. Five people need to buy this game and he gets his $100 back. So
done.
Yeah.
All right. Tanks. This is something we play in the after shows, and more often than not. Why? Because we're always on the lookout. Now, if you know of a good game that we can get at least 8 people into, send us a message. Use our contact form, because we're always looking for online multiplayer games to play in the after shows. And Shell Shock is something that we've been playing for a long, long time. Not as long as other people in our audience have been playing it, or maybe not as frequently. No. There was a sneak peek of an update that I read earlier this week. It amused me. And, if you remember DOS back in the day, this is just Gorilla.bat taken to the most extreme variant. And that's what it is at the end of the day. Fun game, came out in 2020. But there was an update that we saw. This is a pre-update saying, hey, you know what? Some people are cheating in this game. And this is a one-man operation. So, quit using aim assist or like XP farming and all the other stuff, or I might have to implement something. Maybe, just possibly, to take care of that. And to which I always laugh because we play in the after shows, and then two people, Scott and Alan, definitely have just a few more minutes of time in it than we do. So they just like insta-wreck us when they feel like it. But I just like both of them. I wonder how they feel like, wait, I've been getting killed by aimbots this whole time. And Scott, of course. Scott just.
I mean, Alan is a sentient aimbot. Let's be real.
All right.
The thing about the sneak peek of the release was all that talk about SSL. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, what's this about, devs of the secure shell layer having inside knowledge on the tank game? Because in my head...
It's the shell shockets layer. It's layer pi of the OSI model.
In my head, this is not called Shell Shock Live. This is called Tanks. Mm-hmm. It's just Tanks. It's the game we play.
I've made that mistake too. It's like, time to play Shell Shock in the after show. Just type in Tanks in the fucking search bar. Like, wait a second. That's not right.
But there was a more thorough update because 1.1 is
the actual update. Yeah. And the big one, you know what the big one on this one is? They got rid of the Unity screen of Nope.
Oh.
No!
See, now we can do healing, but it should be like vampiric healing. You should have to run over and like bite the other thing.
They have that. They have the kiss for lifesteal, except those lips are not for kissing. But yeah, they added a couple of new weapons that have healing. The one thing about the heal bomb here is that it will actually heal your enemies. It does heal your allies for more if you have like team set. The sensor bar looks like it could be fun. Like I don't know that. Just shoot a bunch of people with a bunch of censored. More stuff to unlock. More ways for Scott to just fucking wreck my face.
What do you do when you're faced with the triple wanderer?
Wander in the other direction, I guess. Smooch.
What is a kiss? A kiss on your butt.
That's the vampire.
HP? All right.
Yeah.
The crop duster. Right. That's just to get dead. And pyro slam. That sounds fun.
Come on and pyro slam and welcome to the pyro jam.
Dog tag, cosmetic. Can you do cross-play with Android yet? Probably
not. No, not yet. I don't think that's ever coming.
Didn't read anything about it, so probably not. No.
Pong Shock? What? All right, I guess we're playing that.
Oh shit! What the fuck is this? Yeah, headlights and taillights. That was what was previewed in the mini update. Of like, oh man, yeah, you can customize your headlights. Shocking.
You know what? I gotta say, like, well played on that though with the announcement for the pre-announcement. I'm like, yeah, it might be some headlights, but actually getting a thorough
for sure.
update on it.
April Fools. Speaking of games we occasionally play in the after show, Ultimate Chicken Horse.
We don't have to talk about that. They've said they finished that game.
It's done now. They're not going to update it anymore.
Well, turns out they were fucking wrong. They got the Celebration update. They added a new stage. The train stage looks pretty fucky, and they added a new character, the turtle, who has an alternative skin as an armadillo. So that's the thing. They added a bunch more outfits as well. There's like a centurion and like a ninja turtle thing. But yeah, new character and new map. I kind of want to try this out, if only because like that train looks like it's just going to ruin everybody's day.
Oh yeah. Hey, new outfits. We can play more dress up.
Yeah.
Yay, pirate turtles. And
no, I don't think any of us have played enough to unlock any of the outfits.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
No. We don't even have a Scott or an Alan in this particular game.
Ultimate Chicken Force. It's pretty fun, even if it's not getting any more support after this. Allegedly, you know, in 2 weeks,
for
you're gonna
real,
be like,
guys.
by the way, Vulcan update. It's or whatever. But you know, more content's always good. It's a fun game. Check it out.
Oh, they've migrated their relay servers from AWS
To DigitalOcean.
to DigitalOcean. Look at
Interesting.
that. They
Oh,
fixed,
there you go. Foxy.
what?
Apparently, Foxy is the one who's played the most
right.
Ultimate Chicken Hearse.
I think, like, really the only thing, I mean, it's already a clusterfuck with 4 people, so it's not going to be that much more of a clusterfuck with 8.
I think the rounds would take forever, though.
Yeah, but it'd still be fun and bigger levels.
Mm.
We put 2 trades in it.
2 trains and an Agent Smith.
2 trains. All right. I thought that was pretty cool. And it's a free update, by the way, so you don't have to pay anything for it, which is double good on them.
All right. Well, coming up next, NVIDIA continues to try and squeeze blood from a stone.
Woo!
And we're going to join the Turtle Club.
How many gigs of RAM does that stone have? Ah! Right. You go away. You do that. I had a bunch of like boxes show up on my screen at one time because I tried to click one thing and I was like, no, yeah, we're just going to click these 6 things in the sources. Like, no, that's not good.
That
Hey,
happens
everyone,
when you have
Linux,
groups.
vote.linuxgamecast.com or linuxgamecast.show.tv where you can vote on show titles like Regular Steve Ballmer, Astro Creep, Accurate Emoliation. Oh.
Do you want to try that word again?
I like that. I'd go see Accurate Emoliation.
Emulsification.
Amolo 8 and yeah.
I gotta stop looking at the gif of Ultimate Chicken Horse, the characters jumping over the train. Just, no. Stop that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fun game for what it is, man. I'm surprised it.
That's part of the game. Works very well.
Every time we break it up, I'm surprised it never got like internet like virality of any sort.
Ooh, I think it was when Dodger and Jesse Cox they were still in that multi-channel network. Polaris? Yes. They used to do like the Polaris streams, and Dodger usually would be one of the hosts, and that's one of the games that they would play.
Okay.
I can't remember what the show was called.
What's Jordan up to?
My charger got unplugged, so I was just plugging it back in.
What? Oh, man. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. How? Take your headphones off for a second. Hey, hold them up. Like, here. Can I hear myself? Oh, wow. Yeah,
Yes.
you're deaf. Dude.
Those are loud.
Yeah, that's very loud.
What?
Right? Like, no joke at all. Have you had your hearing check recently?
No, but I probably should.
Yeah. Like, we were getting, like, perfectly crystal clear return audio from your headphones. Like, they were loud enough to trip the noise gate. Wow. As, yeah, what's his name?
Owen
Wilson?
Wilson? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
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 Isn't he? Oh, he's in that Not Bob Ross movie. That might be all right.
The Wes Anderson one, Asteroid City.
No, the Not Boss Rod.
Oh yeah, isn't it a Bob Ross biopic or?
No, not. Mm-mm.
Okay. Was there a Bob Ross biopic?
Owen Wilson Paint is what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah. They would have like a painting competition, but it's like It's that and mixed martial arts or something. Like chess boxing? Yeah. I think that would be entertaining. Yeah, what is up with Steve's camera? Steve, were you just zoomed in? Is that like a really, really intense?
He specifically says
zoom?
like the two last pics were zoomed in.
With a digital crop.
Wait, what? Steve?
Yeah. You know, zoom. How he zooms?
He's zoom?
With the
Like-
zoom.
like-
Yeah, he's
Like
blurry.
a Mazda?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's growing wheels. Damnedest thing.
Morty, you can turn into a car, Morty. I installed it in you when you were a child.
Oh man, that's real too. Like Auto Teen, I think it's called, or something. Dumb like the cartoon where the kid turned into a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mazdas, I saw a Mazda 2 parked around the block the other day. That, I'm not entirely sure, was a factory color because it was red. Very, very red, like metallic, deep red in your face.
What kind of red are we talking? Like postbox red or?
Like candy
Yeah,
apple
but
red?
with the metallic flakes. Like red with the saturation cranked all the way up. It's like red.
So what you got against red, man?
Nothing. It was just. It's like
Did you feel
I used
an
to have one of
uncontrollable
those
urge to,
cars.
Right.
to like charge it like
Headbutt
a
it.
bull? Yeah.
I used to have one of those cars in Portugal, and this was just a black version because I'm completely unoriginal. But no, that's striking.
Yeah, I've never been one to have like
was
a
the license
shouty
plate
color
like
car.
Toro?
It was just regular license plate. Didn't have any vanity plates or anything. It was just a color. It was like, wow, that's really red.
I'm not pretentious. I'm like on the border of pretentious enough to get vanity plates, but just not quite there, man. Like I don't know. It's just like choice paralysis, right? Like what do you got? Like 6 digits?
Well, and like all the good shit you want is probably
It's
taken
already
too.
taken.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
so now it's like of the remaining things, what is the best one?
Got one of that. Oh man. Oh, I watched the Avatar movie.
The Way of the Water,
Yeah.
and
I about 3/4 in, I was like, didn't we watch this the first time? Like, yeah.
no, it's a completely new movie this time around.
It's got water avatar people in it. Yeah. Like aquatic kitty cats. And that's the best I made through it because I kind of like sampled it from after that.
Yeah. I read the synopsis because I was hoping the whales would be like, actually, we are the rulers of the planet, but it's not the case. all of the sexy cat people, those are the fleas. These are like the mice. What are you doing? Like, we are the actual people in charge of the planet.
Right. Nope.
Nope.
It's just a repeat of the first one.
No, it's just whales. They're just
Yeah.
whales.
Toyota? What? The Toyota.
Oh yeah, the car that Yoda drives.
Yeah. What is the Jedi's favorite vehicle? A Toyota. Funny joke.
I don't know. I was just like, shit, is there like a canonical vehicle that Yoda transports
What's-
in?
what-
Is there
what's-
like the Yoda mobile?
What's the Jedi's favorite dessert? The Obi-Wan cannoli.
Or cannolis dessert?
Yep. They're
What's a cannoli?
It's like a pastry filled with cream.
Okay.
Like an Italian eclair.
I was thinking it was like an Italian something. I didn't know if it was like meats or... Somebody was talking about the snack that Elvis loved to eat, which was like,
the Fool's Gold sandwich.
yeah, right.
The bacon peanut butter.
1 jar of peanut butter, 1 jar of jelly, and stuffed with
a pound
fried
of
bacon. Yeah.
yeah.
It's like 8,000 calories.
And apparently he ate 30 of them in one sitting or some shit.
Or just
Like
Like that stretches credulity. I mean, like,
that stretches credulity, but then that also could stretch his waistline.
like it might not have just been like the opiates that were causing the hard poops with all of us back in the day.
I mean, it certainly contributed.
Like, it's just the thought of like eating a jar of peanut butter. I'm like, how?
Yeah, I don't think I could eat an entire jar of peanut butter in one sitting. You would get full really quick.
And it's sticky. Your jaw, you'd get very tired of. No.
That's why you gotta boil it and then drink it while it's nice and runny.
No. Yeah, exactly. No, you just heat it up, get a straw.
I mean, I had some peanut butter in my shake that I washed this cup and used for purple drink afterwards, but
Okay.
I did the chocolate peanut butter protein powder with more peanut butter just to like have maximum peanut butter.
Yeah, a jar of peanut butter. That'd be a hard challenge, dude. What would it? Oh man, I wouldn't even.
I guess it depends on the time box, right? Because if it was like 2 hours, I think I could do a jar of peanut butter in 2 hours.
With nothing to drink.
Ooh, with nothing to drink. Oh,
hard
yeah.
mode. Oh. Like as much as I dislike sweets, I think I could choke down a jar of jelly. Like just get it over with. Like the peanut butter, there's no speed running this.
Yeah. It's too thick. Too much fat and protein. That is a patented lie, North Ranger, and you are damaging the brain. Stop it on, man. More peanut butter.
I've seen somebody meat space bite into a stick while cooking. Like slice, chomp.
Yeah,
right.
that person's called me.
No.
Yeah,
I do that. It's like if I'm getting some butter out of the thing, and then I'll grab another scoop. Butter.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought I aided myself sufficiently, but Pedro's like, get the fuck out of here, amateur.
Self-loathing over here.
Let me show you.
See, I just picked a hobby that burns a crazy amount of calories, so I can just eat butter and be fine.
Jogging?
Nah, man, jogging's if you want like the worst parts of walking combined with the worst parts of running.
The
Masturbation, then.
I mean, what do you think I'm using the peanut butter for?
Right.
Extra smooth, baby. Extra smooth.
We've already been over. I can't eat the jar. Yeah. Like, like when it comes to peanut butter, it's like, yeah, I wouldn't. I'd take a spoonful of peanut butter. I'm good though, man. I'm done. Like my peanut butter, I'm satiated. I don't want to fuck with peanut butter again for years. I do not crave it.
All the cartoons that I watched when I was a kid, it's like, oh, peanut butter is delicious, peanut butter this, that. When I finally got to try it, it's like, this just tastes like crushed peanuts.
No. Really? It tastes like the thing it's made out of? No.
So I was very disappointed because it's like the cartoons made it sound like it was delicious.
That was me. That was me with coffee. Like the mental not the image, but like the mental the preconception I had of what coffee tasted like based on like what like in cartoons and whatnot. It looks like it's all thick and like, but no, it's not. It's not what it is. Now as an adult, I'm addicted to it, and yeah, but
I mean,
coffee I can do without. Tea, on the other hand. Speaking of, I'm gonna get more tea. I'll be right back.
as long as it's like, if it's warm and caffeinated, I'm fine with it. Do you think you could make like a peanut butter double down if you use peanut brittle? I'm like,
I'd eat that.
All right. Doesn't that stuff like cut your mouth up?
Oh, yes it does. Yes it does.
Okay.
But the blood mixes it with it and it improves the flavor.
It's delicious. The texture's just right.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, see, I would eat bananas, but they need to get like real with like bananas because they'll have like the singular banana, but it's got like cellophane wrap on it, and I'm like, no, I'm not buying that at a principal, man.
Yeah, you gotta you got that like 2-day window to like eat all the bananas before they go bad.
Yeah, for like $1 more, you get a bunch of bananas. Like I might as well just like take the one off and throw the rest away as I'm leaving the store, because I only want one banana, and I'm good.
I'm usually a 2 banana guy.
Well, it's
But
either one or
I
all
really
of
like
them,
bananas.
right?
Yeah.
Toast with mayo. That doesn't sound very good. But I'm not a huge fan of toast either. Well, you know what? If I'm making like garlic bread, yeah, I guess that counts as toast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but like oil and garlic is kind of the cheat code, right? Like it all tastes good when you cover enough like fats and garlic.
Hey, man. Olive oil, bread. It's a winning combination.
Just eat 20 to 30 olives out of the jar. Use your fingers. You won't regret it
I
later.
fucking will. That's why I don't buy them. And no, you use a fork to maximize your olive collecting. I will be so dehydrated the next day because of all the salt. Green olives, man. Jeez, those are delicious. Gotta stay away from stuff like I know me.
You stay away from the pickled section. They have like that one cart in the grocery store with all like the pickled stuff.
I will peruse pickled sections. Like, I mean, I have self-control to walk by them. Like, as long as I'm not looking for them or thinking about them or like working out, like, what does that break down to when I go by like the prison olives? The one in the ginormous tub.
The Unico, like.
Right, the one you just reach your arm in and like, yeah, right. And, like, no, I've done that with pickles. I've done that with jalapenos, and I eat the prison-size jar of jalapenos way too quick. There were no ill effects. No, we're not doing that again. I'm like, I'm just gonna take that one as a freebie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like pickled stuff, man. Well, I like vinegar. That's what I boil it down. That's why I like hot sauce. I like the taste of vinegar, and I'm too proud of a human being just to drink vinegar straight.
I'm out of vinegar. I need to buy some more.
I bought like a big jug of vinegar to descale one of the toilets. Which is a great trick, by the way. You don't have to buy like a CLR specialty stuff to like get that super bright bowl. Just pour a thing of vinegar in there, you're done. Let it sit overnight. And it also works for your electric kettles. Anything that you're boiling that's got glass or where you'll see like any type of hard water buildup. Pro tips. How much vinegar do you think you could drink?
Not much. I'm not a big vinegar
before my teeth start to fall out.
I'll give you a straw.
I don't know. I like to take like little swigs of vinegar as I'm cooking, but I drink like to drink. No,
Something tells me there's like a very low lethality point to drinking vinegar. I don't think. I mean, it is an acid, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's acetic acid.
Well, everyone can drink balsamic vinegar. That doesn't count.
light vinegar.
Just drink the salad dressing, man. Just drink it out of the bottle.
Just that rock gut white vinegar. Yeah.
Yeah, the triple distilled vinegar. That's just clear.
The stuff I bought to clean the toilet with. That stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you chug a bottle of CLR?
No.
Red white vinegar is really good. That's real tasty. Yes.
You know what? That's not bad. No, that's not. I don't know how much of that I could drink, though.
Yeah. Again, take a little sip. Sure, but drink.
Yeah, there's a difference between, oh, that's tasty. You're like, pour me a shot of that.
People do that with like the apple cider vinegar. They'll just do shots of it for digestion.
I could probably do a shot of apple cider. I'm not gonna lie to you. I could probably choke that down.
feel the burn on the way down.
Do you do the? I guess that's not very vegan. I was gonna ask if you do like the cod liver oil, but it's cod liver, so
Yeah.
Animal byproduct.
See, I don't like apple juice, but I like hot apple juice.
Like the apple cider, or just like hot apple juice?
I don't know. Microwaved apple warm.
Microwaved apple juice. Okay, like
I wasn't. I didn't ask questions. It was handed to me. And I'm like, all right.
It's just apple juice, but warm. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
all right.
Because I was like, is this cider? It's like, no, it's just hot apple juice. I'm like, that's pretty dope.
I don't think it so much as decomposes as it just goes
Disintegrates.
away. Just corrodes itself.
Yeah, I don't think there's like going to be the epidemic. Like we got another one.
Yeah, it is. Mr. White, what are we gonna do? We're gonna dissolve his body in vinegar. We're gonna be here for about 20 years.
Right.
Walter, what are you doing, Walter? Meow, 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 Walter. I don't know why. That fucking cracks me the fuck up.
Static?
Static X.
With Wayne Staticbot fronting the band now. With the glowing red eyes. I'm not making any of that up.
Okay.
I'm winning. You're losing.
That's the Basil. That's like the cruelest thing to do to a live stream, isn't it? Just walk by, drop that, keep going.
It's like, now I'm trying to listen. Is there static?
Okay, the guy from Dope is was doing new vocals for Static X.
Yeah, like the last video I saw, he had like on a mask with like LED red eyes. I'm like, all right. Like whatever. I mean, not to take anything away from it. If everybody's going, like, all right.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's weird when like a band is associated with like specifically one individual and then that guy dies.
Yeah,
it's
right.
like the rest of the band members are like, well, you know, we never really wrote all the music. Like it was we were hired as like session people or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, we'll continue playing or whatever. And it's weird. I would not want to be in that. I would not have to be in that conversation as like a band member of like, so what do we do? Like he was the dude who like did all the stuff. Well, yeah. Do we keep going? Do we call it quits?
I mean, sometimes it's what was the Asian guy who replaced
I think from Journey.
Yes.
Yes. The guy who sounds exactly like fucking.
Yeah, he did
what's his name?
karaoke and shit
Yeah.
like that, and
Yeah.
like I watched like a little mini doc on that. I'm like, that's dope. I like.
Steve Perry. That's the dude. Yeah, sounds exactly like Steve Perry. He's just like some Asian dude. But yeah, and yeah, sometimes you can find a sound alike and just keep rocking on, right? Like, but then it's weird because sometimes like bands will like, oh well, we've replaced our singer with someone who sounds completely different. Have fun adjusting to the new sound of the band.
PT Dave, thank you very much for the 17-month resub.
The
To the list.
well, then you get like bands that have been through multiple like lead singers, like AC/DC.
Yeah. How many months was that? 17.
X17, yes.
PT Dav. It's all of Pedro's friends.
Never met PT Dave IRL, I don't think.
That you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like someone peeks up from your laundry bin, just like,
Hi.
that's
you
what you think.
But I've met you plenty of times.
Yes. Oh, you've never met me. I've met you plenty.
I know what your underwear smells like.
Like those red shoelaces. Nice touch.
Like poop? Like microwavable burger shits?
And apple cider.
That's only the Sunday. The Sunday underwear.
Oh no, Atomic Third. What? Were you a fan of that replacement singer? The one before Axl Rose?
I guess, yeah, Axl Rose is fronting AC/DC, isn't he?
He was. And then
What a weird fucking timeline we live in, man.
Like, yeah, this is like this. If we like were still in the TV trap as we previously were trapped in the TV show Sliders, and like we hit this universe and that got hit, and like, all right, wrong one. All right, let's keep going.
This is actually it's like yeah, right, like, so wait, but Guns N' Roses still exist? Yeah, but he got kicked out of it. Huh. So is it just Guns? Nope, still Guns N' Roses. Yeah, we live like, what, the guitarist from Testament is now the guitarist from Slayer. It's like, yeah, no, everyone's dying, so like whoever's surviving is just like grouping up into the new band. I kind of want to see what that looks like, of just like in like 10 or 20 years or so, there's just gonna be like 1 or 2 rock bands left, just consisting of like the survivors of all of the other rock bands that came before, right?
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a super group.
Yeah.
I don't know. We covered a lot of stuff, man. So
sorry, Basil.
They put a fine point on that. All right.
Whatever threw you off. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
All right. We do that. Let's close that and survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Do they have any other songs that I would have heard of? Or was
Probably
it just
not.
Eye of the Tiger?
Oh. He has a lot of bands like that, man. Like one-hit wonders that you don't ever think of, but yeah, you're like, I know that one song. That's it. All right.
Well, that's well, you know, Basil, you know where you are? You're in the jungle, baby. You're gonna die.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wait,
It's still a fucking great intro.
oh fuck! That entire
Yeah.
album is nice, man. Like, you haven't really experienced until you listen to it on cassette tape. All right.
Oh yeah, we got the vintage LGC now out. Yeah.
Man, Rod Sterling's so old that South Park was making fun of him being too old to perform 20 years ago. They had that entire episode where like he got on stage and all he said was "poo pants."
Oh wait. That's not
Is it
Rod Serling is the Twilight Zone guy.
Oh,
I'm
never
thinking
mind. Rod-
you're talking about Rod. Yeah, the singer.
The other one.
Yeah, Leg Warmers. I know who you're talking
What's
about.
his name?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Rod, no cheating. Stewart, goddamn.
Rod Stewart. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Rod Serling was the Twilight Zone guy. You know what? I would watch a live show of Rod Serling covering Rod Stewart.
Yeah.
They need to like dig up his body or whatever and like string him up like a marionette. But
All right, everyone.
I'm down. It's just like the Twilight Zone. No, it isn't.
You're in the jungle.
can't-
Wrong.
You
Twilight
just can't
Zone.
keep saying it was in the Twilight Zone.
The Twilight Zone. Who sung that?
Yes, is a Golden Earring.
Golden Earring.
When
Radar
the bullet
Love.
hits the bone.
Yeah. They had some hits, man.
Yep.
All right, let's do the news segment. In 3, 2.
The news, yes. No graphics driver updates this week. There's going to be some new hardware support coming into the Linux kernel, but we'll get to that. First, we need to, shill ourselves out. We're live every Saturday night. Some of you are watching us live right now. Thank you very much. You're all truly amazing. But there's a few other truly amazing people who have decided, no, that's good enough entertainment that we want to fund on a weekly basis.
You're only
Why would
calling
you?
them cool because they're your friends in real life.
Yeah.
Again, I met none of our Patreons IRL yet.
Sure. Listen. We all know they're just like Pedro Smurf accounts.
I mean, listen, you gotta admire Pedro's tenacity to not have run into anybody listening to Linux Gamecast and living in a country the size of a tack. I mean,
I
And again,
think out
I'm
of
usually here or in the office.
that is what
or
I'm saying.
here.
You just got like that Tesco
Yeah.
work. Yeah.
I at least hauled my butt to Cali twice to meet some of these people.
You're in that continent, so yes.
Barely. Well, if you want to help me afford more plane tickets so I can crash at Jill's house and completely destroy their couch, head on over to patreon.com/LinuxGameCast. Join up. You get some cool stuff by joining us. You can get access to our Discord channel, which you can also get by subbing to us on Twitch, twitch.tv/LinuxGameCast. Get in there. You can listen to the pre super shows in where we talk about the weird controls of Strange Brigade, amongst other things. We got our
You can
VPs
get
for
one
game.
in Cruise on the Strider's developing some new software, I think.
Oh yeah, there's a couple like ongoing software projects that people are just like hacking on and will just like randomly post problems. It's a cool place to be. There's always interesting discussion happening there. We got game streams as well. I do Strange Brigades Thursday. This week it's going to be at noon. Next week it's going to.
Really?
I think you did.
I don't know, man.
It's just out of the blue. It's like, was that me? Was that on my end? No,
It's
no,
like
it was
this
not.
They like caught him in like mid-turn. I'm like, whoa. So yeah, he's going to be doing it at noon. Hopefully, if Canada just didn't implode, hopefully not. I do streams on Tuesdays and Fridays. We do Trackmania. It's a great excuse if you want to play a retro, classic, vintage Trackmania game. We get together, do that nonsense. It's always a good time. We invite you to come play with us. It's super cheap. Runs on a calculator. Well, let's see what else. Oh yeah, we got a store, Pedro.
We do.
Store.linuxgamecast.com. We both got it. We can both get to our own store. That's lovely. Where we have bags and shirts with hoods on them and long sleeves, just in time for the spring. Buy an LGC hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're in the southern hemisphere, winter is coming, so get yourself an LGC
You know
hoodie.
nothing, Jon Snow.
Yes.
If you want to pick us up something from our Amazon wish list, we got one for the studio. And if Pedro is this Pedro? No, this is Jordan. If Jordan's
No, that's
still
Jordan.
alive,
Yes.
then we got Pedro's list, which has got game controllers and stuff like that. You can send us a note. We'll read it on air. It's a fair trade and probably a horrible idea. Wow, that's awesome. I'm down with that.
Yeah, the Infinity Corridor.
Infinity. You see what Windows XP's done to us, man.
That's our version of the blue screen of death. Right there.
Smoldering crater time. We appreciate your support. We need to thank Fute.
Ah, yes. You may know him as Andrew W., the former project lead on Fuduntu. Yeah, that Fute.
So, you
So
can say
yeah,
that
he's hanging around in Discord. He's thank you very much, Fute.
it's been a Fute.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Thanks for becoming a patron and increasing your pledge too, all in like short amount of time. That's a pretty dope. And PT Dave just resubbed on Twitch, 17 months.
That's very good. Thank you very much, PT Dave.
That's
yes.
a lot of months.
Give us those if you're subscribed to Prime. It doesn't
Bezos
cost you
bucks.
anything.
Right?
Yeah.
Spend that money. We'll put it to good use. And yeah, thanks for your support. Let us do what we do. It keeps us loud, live, independent, commercial free. We basically lets us talk shit about whoever we want.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pulling no punches. Delivering, the same old juvenile content and humor as you've come to expect over the past. How many years have we been doing this? Coming in on 11?
You're the one that keeps track of this shit, man. You're like, I've been on this show for whatever. And I'm like, okay.
Let's see. So I started in January 2013, so it's been more than 10 years for me.
Like,
So,
I can tell you the show number right now because I'm looking at it. That's about as far as I get.
23.
23 years we've been doing this.
No, it was episode 23 when I started.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Again, thank you for support. Come check out what we do. Watch us live. Of course, you're probably listening to us. That's where most of you are. And yeah, cool. So, coming up next, NVIDIA.
The NVIDIA 4050. And of course, this.
We're
Oh,
going to
all
do
right,
the.
okay.
Yeah.
We're cutting, right?
Scene. All right.
There was an attempt. I saw an attempt at Jordan on the show notes, but he vanished very quickly.
That was the night the fiber went out in Canada. That's been a minute. Usually
Yeah.
we get like a message or something.
All right.
Hi.
Hi,
Power
that was
outage?
fun. Yeah, power outage. Just blink.
Was it like a blink? Then like, oh, good, it's back on. Psych.
It was blink. UPS started blaring, and it was doing that thing where that button needs to be like pressed at the specific angle because it's an old UPS.
Yeah, it caught you in the immediate like slinging your head to the right to be like, what's it?
Yeah, it just kind of cut out, and I'm like, oh boy, let me just fix up my camera.
Oh yeah, we're good. We got through the plugs.
All right, sweet, good stuff.
Just going straight into NVIDIA.
That's a very fancy looking heart, Jill.
Heart. GUVC view. That's the command. All right, quit. Get the show notes back up, so I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
GTK Universal Video Codec view.
All right, those are always fun. Okay.
There we go. We just get GNOME to take over UVC, man. Just take it down to one button on.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the GNOME webcam application called? Because it's already kind of like
Cheese.
that. Cheese? Yeah.
Is that still developed?
I don't know if it's still. I'm sure they updated for the latest GTK bindings,
Yeah,
but
it's
like,
like, is it just updated enough to prevent bit rot? But
yeah, because like, what else does it do? Like,
right,
Yeah.
like, where do you go? You don't. That's not really like a feature.
yeah, like, and I mean, like, you know, that's fine, right? Like, it completed its goal in that like it's an easy application to take a photo of yourself with your webcam or take a short video or whatever, right?
I was looking into playing around with like one of those face tracking cams, which was kind of neat. But then I realized that all I'm going to sit there and do is try to like juke it out instead of like focusing on like, hey, follow me here, like. And I was like, no, you're not doing good content like that. All right, so we are going to go in right into. We're going to cut right to you.
Yeah, talk about NVIDIA.
Yep. Boop. Please note that this post is tagged as rumor.
Rumors.
All right. Good to go. And 3, 2, 40-50 time.
Gossip, hush, hush. Yeah, we got brand new news coming out from NVIDIA, supposedly. This is from
Allegedly.
videocards.com. Links to all this stuff in our show notes. We got eyes on the 4050, and it may launch in 2 months with a whopping 6 gigs of GDDR6.
Too powerful.
Too powerful for you. Yeah, and we don't really have a word on what the price is going to be. Ven, you have some theories about that given the announced price point of the 4070.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm looking at this mega-sized GPU. It says release dates 4060 Ti end of May, 4050 June. 4060 get fucked, nerds. We're not going to tell you.
Not decided yet. We'll see how well the 4060 Ti sells, and then we'll
Right? You know, okay, all right. So we already know that the 4070 is going to clock in at $599. That's just been confirmed. Like that's been leaked to the point of like, okay, we even know when the embargoes are going to lift on that. Ask the internet, if you want to find out the exact time. So I'm thinking like 4060 Ti, $499, and 4060, $498.
Yeah, that's about right. I don't know. I guess I was like $100 off my guess. Well, I guess I don't know if the 4060 or if the 4050 is like what 440 something. I'm still like maybe $100 off my guess, but I'm still disappointed because like. Yeah, the pricing situation has been real bad. I've been sitting on my tuchus waiting for like 7700, 7800 news from AMD, and that has just been radio silence.
Dude, I want you to tell me more about this fanfic universe NVIDIA's living in where they think they're going to make 4060s with 8 gigs and people are going to buy them.
Right? Yeah, it doesn't bode well for if AMD thinks that like because their cards are going to be like 12 gigs, well, we can charge as much as the NVIDIA ones, and you're going to be happy to pay for it, right? So
AMD, don't you dare. We were talking about this in the pre super shows and go back. Shameless plug, deal with it if you're a patron. But I'll bring it up again. I based on nothing but feels like with the market situation, I don't think when AMD starts putting its toes and fingers into the mid and affordable, us poors can afford regular cards. I don't think they're going to have anything under 12 gig, even on the low end. Like they may have like that
they may have the 6500 and 6400, which
I think they'll have like that one like sacrificial card that'll have like 8 gigs on it, but that'll be it. Do you guys think? Because we've already seen what you can make the entire bill of materials and still break even with a 16 gig card. It's called the A770 for $350.
Yeah.
One thing you can thank Intel for is to give us something that we don't typically get as consumers as price transparency. It's like Intel put that down as like how much, what's low as we can go without losing money.
My fear is that's going to be a one-time thing because we were talking about it last week. It looks, we have no confirmation, but it's looking like Intel's going to be beating cheeks, and that doesn't bode well for the future of GPU pricing.
No, and at 6 gigs of VRAM in 2023, Kurt, your argument, but we're regressing at this point because games nowadays, if you start a game nowadays, doesn't need to be AAA, even any kind of indie game that has a good looking graphical presentation, it's going to be like 4 or 5 gigs of VRAM easily. So 6 gigs is not enough.
Yeah, I'm hard in the boat of waiting for like anything that's like over 12 that's reasonably affordable, because I'm sitting here on my crusty old 1080 Ti that has some problems running some games apparently. Not the games you would think it would have problems running, but nonetheless, I don't want to downgrade. I already have 11 gigs of VRAM. I don't want to go down to like 8.
Right, you're not gonna, and this is NVIDIA's own fault for releasing the card that I have in the box right now that we're using to stream, which is the 3060 12 gig. Even at the time, everyone's like, wait, what? That's got more memory than like the 3080 and the 30. Why? And NVIDIA's like, well, whatever, bro. It's not like you can buy one now, is it? And I'm like, well, fair point, NVIDIA. 2 years later, I was able to buy one. But that, at least in my opinion, that was the thing that got AMD on their latest series to start with the 12 gigs into the 16 gigs.
Like, people want that. People are driving like multi-monitor displays. That needs a lot of video RAM.
You got to think about how AMD was looking at it. Like, oh no, NVIDIA is going to start their low-end cards out with 12 gigs. Like, well, we got to, because guess what? Video card memory is cheap. It's not expensive. Like, there's no reason not to put other than market segmentation, product segmentation. I mean, also because fuck you, that's why.
Give us money, bitch.
That is what market segmentation is. It's called because fuck you, that's why.
That's right. Yes, that's the Latin phrase for it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a little sad. I don't know. Like I've been rolling like with the 2060, 3060. I'm down with like every 3 years, cutting a little check for the lowest and greatest, though, not the latest and biggest and baddest, but like, yeah, let me play with the new technology, AV1 encoding, stuff like that. I want to play. But even at $399, like if they have an 8 gig card, I'm not going to downgrade because I utilize 12 gigs. I mean, if you're in Discord, you see me post pictures of DaVinci Resolve, I'm chewing up 11.5 all the time. So it's not even necessarily gaming. Like I've already worked that in my workflow. There's not an option to go back. So, those VHS versions of LGC, man, they're intense. 4x3 goodness. So there we go. 4050.
Hardware accelerated downscaling. Yeah,
right.
You got to interlace it too, and like make sure that like the interlace lines when they fuzz together, it actually looks like the.
But I do have hardware accelerated downscalers.
Sure, yeah.
Intensity Pro 4K. By the way, I learned that when I was doing the VHS video. All right. Jordan, you thought this was kind of weird to put in.
A little bit, because if you actually look at the code they've added, it's like one line, but nonetheless, it's nice to see.
It gives us an excuse to talk about Turtle Beach. The company, I do believe, that used to make sound cards way back in the day. They were aspirational sound cards in the 90s. Like, if you saved up, if you were doing well in life.
No.
Yeah, headsets was the thing I mostly know Turtle Beach for.
They were like PCI, ISA, like the super fancy, the Cadillac of your sound cards. Like if you could afford one, that's how you do something. It's like, oh, you ballin', man. Well, anyway, they've added support for these controllers, which, hey, they're still around. The Recon controller, and it's got an EQ button on the controller. So that's how you know, like, that DNA is still there. It looks like you know what? Diseased, but not necessarily diseased in the bad way. Xbox controller.
It's not like Mad Catz where it looks like it physically hurts to like hold in your hand.
Right.
It looks
comfortable.
ergonomic at least. Yeah.
I mean, and what struck me was like it's $60 too.
Yeah. The other one they added support for the what was it? The Rain.
Oh, it's got back paddles too.
The React R. That one's like $30. It's real cheap.
Right.
Yeah, they're not terribly priced, but the layout though, it's got the Xbox layout with the
which is
left
the correct
analog
layout.
stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't like that. I like the PlayStation layout with the two analogs at the bottom.
Well,
that's much nicer for me.
Speaking of source code, though, this is just an addition to the XPad whitelist. So I think adding a PlayStation controller to the Xbox driver whitelist probably won't work the way you're hoping it will.
I mean, it might.
Maybe.
Literally, all of the third-party ones that you can switch between X input and D input are that.
So this is going to be coming to us in 6.2?
Yeah.
Officially? Linux Girl? All right. I mean, that's good. I mean, the more the merrier, because it's not too far removed. We do forget that, like, having the idea of a working, functioning controller, even when we started doing this show.
It was a crapshoot.
Controller support in Wine was just like, maybe.
It didn't exist for the most part.
Your solution was, hey, here's a program that just maps your controller to a keyboard so that you can just pretend that you're using.
Best solution, which usually means that we just played first-person shooters a lot.
Yeah, you know what? That's probably true. That's probably why there's so many fucking FPSs on Linux.
I mean, SDL did not have support for gamepads, and I remember when like the Humble Bundle launched with like Braid, and like I was bugging Iculus. I'm like, yo, let's get some controller support. Like, nah.
And now SDL is the game controller database for Linux.
Yeah.
It's great. You plug shit in and it just works.
I love living in the crazy modern times. I hope this doesn't interfere with hotels, Pedro.
Yeah, no, it might interfere with something, but Atari, of all companies, whatever they used to be called, because they're not the old Atari, they're Infogrames, I think it's the current holder
whatever
of the
corporation owns the IP.
Yeah, whatever is piloting the hollowed out husk of Atari, like a fucking
effectively,
Megazord.
Yeah. They bought the game studio behind the System Shock remake, as the Engadget article puts it. You may know them as
for
Night
fucking
Dive.
up Quake.
The ones that made Quake in their own engine, and people got all snobby about it being different somehow.
You mean that
it's
you
roller
ice skate?
skating?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I'm not one to nitpick on minutia, but that felt
Pedro
wrong.
Mateus white knighting these motherfuckers for.
I'm not white knighting. It's just that a lot of people lost their collective shit over. The movement was a little off, but they fixed it. So
No, they didn't. I've played it recently. Here's the reason I didn't get unhinged about it is because they didn't take away the original version on Steam.
Oh, okay.
It's not an Epic Games game yet, so like, right. Give it time.
But yeah, no, they bought Night Dive, and the person who wrote the article is kind of speculating, maybe this means that Atari can focus on being a games publisher instead of running hotels and casinos for a while, and maybe release some of their old IP that they own from, Infogrames, thank you, Scott, that they could just release new versions of those games using some of Night Dive's know-how. That'd be nice. That'd be great.
You know what? Here's what would make me happy. Anything that helps slow them down from taking previously open source IP, like the Quake engine and stuff like that, and putting it back in the clutches of closed source corporations where they control everything once more. Bethesda. I'm all for anything that distracts them from that, Jordan.
Yeah, I don't know. Like Atari, when they were launching the VCS and stuff, they're really fucking trying to push those old retro games like Centipede and Millipede and like Custer's Revenge or some shit. Well, but here's the thing: no one fucking cares about old Atari games ever.
You shut up. We can get a System Shock 2600 demake.
No, I want the ET
for
HD
$99 because that's how much the
ET
collector's
3D.
edition,
Yes,
I want ET Dark Souls by Atari. I want Pedro to play through the entire thing.
Man.
Yeah, right.
Here's what we're gonna get. We're gonna like ET Escape from the Landfill.
Right, like, yeah, come on, man. Like, if you're gonna like buy a game studio and you want to put out new games, like, go nuts, right? Like, yeah. You know what I would love to see? A sequel to the adventure games where you actually had to like compete against other people for prizes and can mail shit in.
I want Frogger, Frog Harder.
Yeah, no, we need the dark and gritty Frogger reboot.
Are you just gonna say Frogger Souls?
No, I was gonna be like Frogger Pain.
Green
like
Souls.
It's like Max Payne. You like dive in bullet time, and you're trying to like get through the cars, and like you can hijack the cars.
That was not
Atari,
a good idea. I went back and replayed Max Payne on stream, and I was like, "Oh no, this game was bad."
You were playing it with a controller, though.
Yeah,
because it released on the PlayStation.
Hush. It was never on a console. It was a PC exclusive.
Yeah,
I didn't say that. I'm just saying you were playing it with the shittest input method possible for that particular game.
See, we was waiting for that last bit to come flopping out and like hitting the ground.
It's a shooter. Don't play shooters with controllers.
Do you play Tomb Raider with a keyboard and mouse?
Yes.
You're damaged.
I swap. I use the controller for the platforming segments and the keyboard for the shooting segments.
With Tomb Raider,
I just use the mouse and keyboard for everything.
Because I like to be able to sit back and be like, I'm playing the Tomb Raider game. Oh, I got a head snipe. All right, give me a second. Let me hold that button down. Let's get the mouse. Boom, 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 boom. All right, we're done. Now I'm back to running around.
I think that is the appropriate way to play Tomb Raider.
It feels like you're cheating, man. Good news, everybody. There's a new version of OBS. We use OBS to bring you the show. I've been using it for a long time. Open source. Used to not be open source. Used not to be cross-platform, but it's both those things now. Open Broadcaster. Go check it out because they got a new beta out that they want you to test, and it's easy enough to do. Gangs and new stuff. I want to give this a quick mention because it's just packed with stuff. Now we have support for AV1 HEVC over RTMP to YouTube. No word on Twitch yet. Yeah, right. And AV1, I keep saying it because it's the future. I still can't bring myself to get an A770 just to test that out. And let's face it, 4090 is not in any of our budgets right now. Support for multiple audio tracks in the simple output. That's good. That's going to help people out. Lossless audio is also in the drop-down options in simple output. I thought that was really sweet. And they fixed a couple issues with V4L2. They fixed some pulse audio monitoring issues. Jack inputs. I want to be very clear about this. If you're using Jack, my brothers and sisters, they've prefixed OBS Studio to it. So it means all of your saved routing is fucking broken now. That's why you're not getting sound. Go back and redo your session and save AJ Snapshot or Carl or whatever you're using. You're going to have to. Hardware decoding. For media sources, which is neat. If you've got an AMD card, you can use CUDA, which you don't realize how much CPU you're chewing up. If you get like 2 or 3 elements that are playing videos in a scene, like you might not even realize it. And you're like, whoa, man, that was a significant drop in, because I set that up. Do be careful if you get here's a weird edge case. We ran into it Wednesday. It took me a while to debug what was going on. If you have like the original media source, because the new one has an option for the CUDA acceleration, but the old media source, if you still have that in there, and you have Blackmagic hardware, and you switched from one scene with that to another, it'll cause a hitch until you delete the old media source and make sure you're using the new one. I found it was on a clock that was sitting there. So yeah, it would be splendid if Twitch, you would give us like a little roadmap of the AV1, because we got Discord with AV1 encoding, and YouTube's had it for a while. This is just going to make it real easy for the general public. This has been in OBS for a while, we're being honest. I will say I'm almost done with I'm going to show you how easy it is. Maybe it'll be the first thing that you do. First program you ever compile. Mine was GIMP back in the 90s. Get off my lawn. But this could be your first program. Maybe you want to test the latest and greatest with OBS. Maybe you want to try some of these new features that are not publicly released yet. Or hell, maybe you want to try some pull requests with some stuff that's not in the project at all. You can do it, and I'll show you how. An upcoming OBS Linux basics that I'm working on. Put it into a nice little RPM file or a deb package as well. What do you get, Jordan? You've used OBS once, I believe.
Yeah, every once in a while. Yeah, I mean, this looks like good stuff. I too would love to play with AV1 hardware encode decode. I just straight up don't have any hardware that can do it. Period. So waiting on that shit. Yeah, the V4L thing too is pretty good though. The not generating an obscenely large log file because your webcam settings got reset or something.
Right.
That's always good.
And they do a bunch of. There was a pull request right now that I'm trying to thumbs up to get through. Is yet again somebody's trying to get the new NVENC working. And somebody's done all the work. I'm just waiting for that last domino to fall of some bullshit requirements being put on the pull request. At the end, that fucks it up like it always does.
The spacing is all wrong here.
Yeah, I need you to, could you rebase this and redo everything? Yeah, I want you to use Comic Sans as a font now. Just really? This is take number 3 to get the equivalent of gem NVENC code into OBS for Linux. Let it go through, please. So yeah, that's all I got.
All right. That does it for us. Coming up next, we're not talking about backups. We're talking about not beat 'em ups either. Just backbeat.
Wait, no. Who?
Backbeat, the word is on the streets. That's what you said earlier?
Maybe. Allegedly.
That's all I remember.
Wonderwall.
That the fire in your heart is out. Anyway, here's Wonder Balls.
Wonderful. Hey everyone, head over to vote.linuxgamecast.com. Help vote on some show titles. Frogger Pain.
Canada didn't explode.
Canada.
Fuck yeah.
I don't get to drop that often, but if anyone's ever doing the Tetsuo, I'm doing Canada. Then they have to process funny man. I'm like, fuck off. It works. We need an Akira. Bring back. Where's our Akira or Gits video game, man?
Gits video game would be fucking cool as shit.
Yeah, give me Cyberpunk, but with Gits.
Yeah, Cyberpunk Hitman type of situation for Ghost in the Shell. Yeah.
But give me third-person action beat 'em up sections.
Yeah, or like a Batman game. I think would work really well for Ghost in the Shell. Like Detective Vision, you get all the hacking shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get the really annoying Tachikoma levels.
Oh, then you get in you get to ride the Tachikoma and fuck shit up too.
No, it's the Tachikoma DLC, man. You gotta make people pay for that.
No. That's for the multiple colored ones.
No.
The Skittles.
It has the super annoying Tachikoma voice. The DLC gives it Barry White voice.
The DLC lets you play as the chief.
Dude, yeah, man. Aramaki's such a badass character. That was the best part of that live action movie is that fucking gunfight scene in the car.
It didn't redeem anything, but yeah.
Yeah, that was I kind of wanted to see the anime version of that because that would have been dope as hell. Doesn't help that Beat Takeshi is just fucking great and everything, so.
Yeah, no, the stealth Tachikoma level where you have to get through all the enemies as fast as possible without being detected.
Right. You can do that. You can put driving segments on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Ah. You can do Bato segments where you gotta go buy dog food.
And you have to deal with some bullshit that one of the team members asks you to do. It's why am I doing that?
Why not? Call us. We got ideas.
Oh, come on, crack. No.
Yep. Like I was saying, if only somebody had ever made a Gits video game. That's never happened.
Well, if it was on a PlayStation, you can emulate it on anything nowadays.
How many have they made? 4.
There's probably a bunch of them that never got released in the West because of Japan.
No, 3.
PS2 game, a PSP game.
PSP?
Yeah.
You can emulate that on everything, too. Yeah.
PS2. Man, even the box art looks bad in that one.
OG PlayStation.
See that's false advertisement, right? Because you know damn well it didn't look that good.
Yeah. It looked like this. Yeah, you were in the Tachikoma. All right.
There you go, Tachikoma.
Right. Yeah, I think we're gonna need a slightly larger budget. Or we could just get some more gits. I don't care if it's computer animated, as long as it's a good computer animation that doesn't look like bad CGI. And that is possible to do, by the way. Hey, there we go.
VHS. What happens if you run that through the VHS filter? Do you get like double complete VHS?
1995. I don't know, man. Like, I don't even know if I have VHS filters. I might in DaVinci. I'm sure there's a way to do it in like Fusion. No, Fusion. Wait, what am I thinking of? Fusion? Yeah, Fusion. The 3D blender built into DaVinci Resolve.
Fusion.
I saw that there's a new one of those out tonight, but I didn't see what it was. DBZ abridged commentary.
Oh, yeah, that one is not DBZA. It is the first abridged series that they individually ever made.
The original recipe.
So for Lanny, it's Yu Yu Hakusho abridged, and I think for Kaiser, it's Lupin the Third abridged. But they're just doing the first episodes, just to be like, here's how, like, this is literally where we started, and here's where we are now. So that'll be interesting.
Of like the other abridged anime series, Sword Art Online abridged. It was hilarious.
I was a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. That was.
I had no idea, man. Even when they first started, like the abridged anime series was like a cluttered space when they started DBZ abridged.
Yeah, but like DBZA was also kind of like the super group. It was like the best of the best. Because like all the people who were in there were working on their own abridged series at the time, so this was like a collaborative effort.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
What would make a good abridged series these days?
What hasn't been done, I guess, is the question, right? Like, because they're doing video games now too. They just like do machinima, and they just like abridge the plots of the games and stuff.
Mm-hmm. You gotta do by Rico. Then we'll
Yep.
play some. We're going to 1995, everybody.
Yes.
Let's envision.
Wink 192. It's the not 90s. God, I read through a lot of that dialogue. It is very milquetoast.
Yeah, the first 2 levels, I read through all the dialogue and I thought, Jesus Christ, I've been reading this shit for like half an hour. Looked at the clock. It's only been 7 minutes. Fuck. Can we not?
Yeah, there is way too much dialogue in this fucking game.
Seriously, Shtafu, or, do some rough voice acting and let me hear the dialogue as I'm trying to figure out the level. It probably pissed me off and I ended up muting it, but
What if they all sounded like Tachikomas, Pedro?
that could be hilarious. Maybe. Chainsaw Man, that first season was it was pretty good. A lot of people dying. Yeah. That's another one. It's been a lot of really low budget, crappy anime coming out. There's supposedly the new like the spring anime season starts now or already started. So I look forward to seeing what's coming out with that. Because the winter anime season was a little bad.
Did any of you watch the Critical Role animated series on Amazon? I finally caved and watched it. It is not as cringy as I thought it was going to be. It's actually pretty decent.
All right.
They also go hard on the deaths, like Invincible style, where they just like show dudes' faces melting and shit. It's like, oh, let's have fun times in the potion shop. Face melt. Bleh. So, yeah, it's not great, but it's certainly watchable. And if you don't feel like sitting through fucking 90 billion hours of Critical Role podcasts to get caught up on the plot. There was the Dragon Age one on Netflix too, but I didn't watch that.
I watched the first 2 episodes. It's like, that's a lot like the Dota one, and I did not like the Dota one. So.
I bounced off the Dota one after like 2 episodes. Maybe if I knew something about Dota. It was the same thing with Arcane. I didn't get into Arcane. The League of Legends one.
League of Legends. That's the one with the girl with the red hair and the girl with the blue hair, right?
The not Harley Quinn, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that one I saw it all the way through because the animation was pretty good.
Yeah, no, the animation looks great, but like the story didn't get me.
But yeah, no, the Dragon Age one and the Dota one's like, you got nothing for me there. I'm sorry. I like Dragon Age Origins, but they're basing the story off of like the Dragon Age that I haven't played yet, the Inquisition. So, hey.
There is a power truck out in front of my house.
So it was a transformer that blew up.
Also, I didn't go outside to chat with them. I just walked out, went around, and I heard. I'm like, "What is that?" I walked out. Yeah, it's like parked out. I'm like, all right, so maybe that was something blew up. Just didn't affect the power. I thought I'd mention that just in case the power does get affected for some reason. Right. If I pull a Jordan, right. Okay, yeah, I've heard like 2 different YouTubers are like, one of them didn't expect to like the D&D movie. I was like, no, it was dope.
Yeah, no, based on the trailers, like it looks like they're ripping off Guardians of the Galaxy, which is literally all they needed to do to make a good D&D movie. So,
and somebody said, what about the original D&D movie? The one from like 2005 or something like that.
Bruce Payne as Demodar, Jeremy Irons as the wizard guy.
They said Jeremy Irons sold it though.
I think he got like some new teeth though, because he's spitting on like a lot. And it had Marlon Wayans. Because when people think Dungeons and Dragons, they think the Wayans brothers. Apparently, like the story behind that movie is like that. It was so cheaply done. Like everything was done at the last minute.
Mm-hmm.
It probably explains why it's such garbage. Riff Raff from Rocky Horror is in it. That was cool. And the little dungeon he runs is kind of neat with all the eyeballs. Thora Birch. Ugh.
Yeah, I'll watch the deal when I feel like I know enough to, and I now know enough about the D&D universe to Captain America my way.
Yeah, I understood that reference.
Yeah.
The one clip I saw online is like they're running into the maze and then like they're fighting against a bunch of other groups, and one of the other groups is like the group of kids from the D&D cartoon from the 80s.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I know that exists, but I wouldn't have. Now I know that. See, I'm learning.
Yeah, where the DM is an actual character in the show.
Yeah. Funny story. I actually used him as an NPC in one of my campaigns, and I made him completely fucking useless. It was great because he's like, no, this character is my stand-in in the world, But it's like, well, are you going to help us? Fuck no. I'm the dungeon master. Why would I help you?
All right. Film mostly in the Czechs.
Yeah, isn't Game of Thrones also? There's like a bunch of architecture there that is kind of high fantasy-esque.
Yeah. Oh, you hear that?
Or Bucharest, I think.
We're getting a minimized House of the Dragon series. It's only going to be like 7 episodes.
Okay. Well, the first season was only 8, right? So. Yeah,
they said they were cutting it. It was cut down. I'm like, all right. Like they said that, I was like, it better not be like BBC, dude. We better get more than 3.
Yeah, well, and like, I'm cool if they're gonna cut an episode so that they can just have like fucking Dragon Palooza.
Oh yeah.
Like if they're gonna take that money and like put it into another episode, then I'm cool with that.
We don't need filler.
Well, we don't need filler in an 8 episode or a 7 episode series. I think filler is fine when you have like 20 episodes and drop in for a larf. But like, yeah, oh man, Picard season 3, man, they need to like. It had a very strong start and then it just kind of farted out.
Yeah.
And they got one more episode left, and I'm like, oh man, they're gonna bend over backwards to pull some bullshit here.
Fan service, baby.
Oh yeah. Well, they brought Tuvok back for 2 seconds.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh no. All right. Yeah. So yeah, fair warning of like things go and or if I hear screaming, I'll get up to possibly inspect and assist the power line guy. It's like, nah.
Let us know if you see his actual skeleton while he's getting electrocuted. What's our order this week?
I guess I'll go first. It's been a while.
All right.
Yeah, we can go in order this week.
Right.
I went first the previous 2 weeks, so yeah.
I did not see the Xenosith image on Reddit. I don't know what Xenosith is. Is it a Star Wars? We'll find out later.
Is it a mishmash of Star Wars and H.R. Giger?
It's just Star Wars with way more penis.
Oh man, that's something I ordered this week. I like protective neoprene gloves.
Okay.
That I get when I'm mixing nicotine. I ordered some purple ones.
Okay.
Like Dexter's Labrador. Labrador, yes. All right. Let's pass that. Good to go in 3, 2.
Welcome back
Wrong
to the chair.
button.
All right. Welcome back.
In 3, 2.
Welcome back to the Chairquisition for Riggedy Real this time. This is where we take a game, we run it on a bunch of different Linux distributions, and then give you a super funky score based on lawn chairs. 1 chair means that it's not very funky. 4 chairs means that it's getting beamed up to the mothership by George Clinton, and he's going to fly it into the sun. This week we're taking a look at Backbeat, done by Ichigachi Games, done on the Unity engine. You can pick it up for about $30. Pretty consistently priced across the board, except in Canada where it's $40. What is it? A mashup of puzzle and strategy games. Manipulate 4 threads of time to guide your band through a Sokoban-style puzzle. Manage squad resources over a set of limited turns. Experience an homage to 1990s ensemble dramedies. Customize the dynamic soundtrack with audio effects. And we got to shout out Ichigachi. They send us some keys over Curator Connect. So, Ven, how did this run on the Debians?
Much shout, man. Over here in what will eventually become a Debian 12, currently Debian testing, man. Threadripper, 1920X, 3060, all that fun stuff. This is a slick Linux port. Technically, it is very well done. Pops right up. Everything worked out of the box. Not much in the way of graphics, when it comes to your graphical options, but considering this thing was, pegging 60 FPS at UHD on a 3060, I don't think you're going to have to worry about it. Xclone was reasonably mapped out of the box. I was able to just pick that guy up and get right to the jam session. So, we got to talk about the fun. Can we just stop writing teenage dialogue? Like, just stop, quit, not do that anymore, ever, for anything, because I've never seen it done well. I'll just say that. Slogging through that cringe fest versus, actual gameplay, way out of whack here. There's so much talking, and just Smash that skip button, fam. Second B showed up. I'm like, we're done with this. Thank you for including that button. Now, my initial fear of this being a rhythm game, completely unfounded, unless you consider, music being played when your character moves a rhythm game. I don't. At the core, this is like limited movement, turn-based, reach a goal, drunken chess rules, kind of. You got like a rook drummer and some other stuff, like, measured out like that. Things are mixed up a little bit by, like, especially with the drummer comes to mind, because you get to like bump into objects to like recorrect your grid space. Like, there's tutorials, and they say tutorials during each level, but it's like little cheat sheets during each level that helped me out a couple times. And you can brute force the moves of each character until you get into the home square, which was a little bit of a buzzkill once I discovered, because I thought there were going to be additional mechanics on top of that. It turns out there wasn't. So you just select your character and just like until you get to the end. 50 minutes in, though, I'm going to say I was waiting for something else to show up, like in the gameplay loop. But apparently that's it. You get your band members and a box, and all you need to do is get them to the box. The game got a little boring for me. And, if there are additional mechanics, you'll need to introduce them sooner than that. I'm just saying. Or hear me out. Maybe cut like 90% of that chatter out and focus on the puzzles. And you got my attention, Because that said, again, presentation, technically, well done. It's beautiful. But it's a fun little puzzle game. I don't think it's not that I don't think. Nobody's shelling out $30 for that. That's the price of not one, but 2 Hollow Knights. That's something you need to ask yourself. Is this game 2 Hollow Knights worth? Granted, Hollow Knight is a little sparse on the dialogue, and I kind of like that. If you like this type of puzzle mechanic, I'm just going to say, like, go pick up one of the Hitman or Tomb Raider Go series. It's the same mechanic without as much chatter and like 1/3 the price. But yeah, I mean, it's playable. So maybe sort of one.
Yeah, sort of, kind of, not really. On Fedora 37 64-bit R9 with R9 3900X and the GTX 1080 Ti, does not launch. I tried smashing that Proton button. No bueno. Launches fine on the deck on the stable branch, though, so I assume this is just a problem with Pascal. I guess my old crusty 1080 Ti is just not hardcore enough for this funkadelic nonsense. The controls are Stanley mapped. The visuals remind me a bit of like a young adult graphic novel, which is the vibe that the game is going for, so that works. The soundtrack I actually really like. It's pretty funky, and once you get to the end, once you solve the puzzles, you get to watch everyone kind of strut around all swag-tastic. I kind of like it. Fun-wise, there's just so much dialogue, and try as I might, I tried to read through all of that. I just don't care about teen drama and starting a band. I'm an old man now. I'm detached from the youths, and I don't look back on that time with rose-tinted glasses, aside from when my joints don't hurt. The puzzling is okay. I think the calming smooth jazz kind of makes it a little less monotonous. Each band member has a different movement gimmick. My least favorite is that fucking drummer. Because I gotta say, my immersion is real broken when the big dude just can't barrel through people at like a live venue. As someone who's had to navigate one or two of these in my day, yeah, I can just kind of walk through people, and I will if I'm being blocked because I have a place to be. So not really my jam. Speaking of jams, though, I do like them. I mentioned them before. Once you complete the level, you get the replay of everyone just kind of walking around playing their instrument. I kind of like that. It's a nice little reward. Puzzle solving is pretty brute forcey, as Ven mentioned. There are some mechanics in terms of like stagger where you can't like have people follow the paths exactly, and you'll get scored based on like how much stagger you do have at the end. So there's some variety of mechanics there, but at the end of the day, you're really just going to be you're going to go through each party member and get the easiest one to the thing, and eventually you realize, oh, I gotta like undo a bunch of stuff for this one party member or band member, I want to say, because this guy has limited movement ability and he needs to walk that way in the same way, so I gotta squirm around. It's kind of lightweight brain exercise. It's middle of the road gameplay with some pretty good presentation. So I'm gonna give it 2 chairs. It's got some technical issues, at least on old NVIDIA cards. And yeah, that's kind of it. What about you, Pedro?
Yeah, over here, I didn't try it on the 1080, but it launched out of the box on the desktop with the Ryzen 7 5800X 3D and the RX 6700 XT, and on the deck using the beta branch. It also started just fine. It holds 144 on the desktop and respects the hertz setting that you have on the deck. The controller, it works fine. I just ended up using the mouse because, you just pick a direction, so it was easier to just use the cursor and wiggle it about. Although, speaking of the cursor wasn't locked to the window unless you were using GameScope. I ended up using the directional arrows to move the camera around too. It was just easier like that. The graphics are fine. The conversation screens tend to go on a little longer, but I'll get to that. The audio could use some work for a game that is supposedly about a band coming together. And that kind of leads to the meat of my problem with Backbeat. The characters need to shut the fuck up. Ironically enough, I suppose, but there's no voice acting, but there should be. The 2 to 5 minute dialogue at the start of literally every level should be replaced by voiceovers while you're playing through the level. It would be much easier to digest, and even if you're just listening to people deliver bad dialogue, it'd probably be a bit, funnier than having to read it. Now, yes, voice actors can be expensive, but then again, so is your game. $30. 30 actual pounds sterling. Yeah. When it comes to video games, I'll be the first one to admit that I like the gameplay more than literally anything else. I will excuse a game that has poor graphics. It doesn't sound particularly good, as long as the gameplay is on point. And, the graphics could look like programmer art, no voice acting, or even priced to not sell, as the case may be. Steven's Sausage Roll comes to mind. Also terribly expensive, not particularly, pretty, as we would call it, but it's fully functional. It's a solid gameplay loop. And once you grok the gist of it, and you can do it fairly quickly, then it kind of sells itself. I didn't hate the Sokoban-styled puzzles, actually working around the limitations of the characters and getting them to where they need to go. Absolutely, I didn't mind that, but I failed to see, from, just the gameplay alone, what about this game makes it about a band? Is it the 2 to 3 notes that each character plays when you pick a direction? Is it the fact that they're holding instruments? It's missing something, because turn-based movement
Crippling
puzzles,
drug addictions.
Yeah, probably. Just getting so high that you don't really know what you're doing anymore. But it is it's like turn-based movement puzzles don't really gel with the concept of a musical band in my head. So it gets 2 chairs.
Yeah.
2 chairs. 2 chairs.
Yeah,
2 chairs.
I brought it up, like, the fact that, like, you have the limited turns. I thought that there was going to be a mechanism about, like, having to stop at the endpoint at the same time, because, it's a music game,
right?
Yeah, it's a music game. Like, actually have, like, timing and whatever as, like, a
I could make these 2 moves, but it affected the way the other people moved in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
Yeah.
It's like, nope, just let character power through.
Or even, like, have the other band members be, like, blockers for the drummer guy, so you can, like, keep them in place, and then, like, have him bounce off. Like, there's definitely potential there for, like, a cool music game that isn't necessarily a rhythm game, but I feel like they didn't play with it enough, right? Also, I really wish you had an ability to rotate the camera, because that isometric view is kind of tricky when it comes to, like, some of the areas you need to navigate, and you're like, why can't I go there? Oh, there's an object there that I just can't see. Or, like,
well, but to your point, like, if I could see a need for that, if there was a penalty for movement, which there's not. So you just smash. Oh, I go this way. All right, good. Now, to what you're saying, like, it's missing that something that would transform it from, it's a fun little puzzle game, to something that's like $40 worth of, like
$40 Canadian, man. Like, that's rough.
It's a fun little puzzle game. But it doesn't, like, we're not innovating on anything here. We're not doing anything like I haven't seen before, done better for less. A lot of work went into the game. I'm going to say again, presentation is good. It looks good. It functions well. It runs great. But as for the game itself,
more.
just doesn't feel finished. Well, it feels, if this is what you were going for, I guess it's done, right?
But
And-
it feels lacking in some way, right? Like there
Yeah.
could be more here. There's like there's an absence of mechanics, I want to say.
Yeah, I expected to do more or more different or something. Yeah, it's like a lot of work went into the look, the feel.
The sound, yeah, like
And like, bless their heart, somebody tried to write some stuff for this, but well, I mean, let's be honest. Come on.
yeah, it's not $30. If this goes on sale for like 10, yeah, definitely check that out.
Yeah,
Would you even recommend it for 15?
Here's the thing. Here's the beautiful thing about it. You can download the demo.
Mhm.
So that is what you need to do before you do anything else.
Yes.
And just go download it. There's a Linux version of the demo.
Oh, hey.
Play it and have some fun with it and see if it's your thing. Because that they did the right thing there. And there's one review and it's been out since the 15th. So I think people have downloaded it and went, no.
Yeah, I checked the forums because I'm like, oh, is anyone else running into this crash? And they are empty.
Yeah.
So,
That is unfortunate. All right.
indeed. Coming up next, beautiful, beautiful, pretty colors in my face, in my eyes. Ah!
RGP. It's written unless it was red, green, and Pedro.
Yeah.
RGP. So
RGP.
red, green, and yellow.
It's our new color space.
I don't know. Are you jaundiced, Pedro? Is that why you're yellow?
How's that liver, buddy?
I was going for the P. P is usually yellow.
But is pee stored in the balls?
Well, if you do squeeze the balls while you're peeing, you stop. So probably not.
A different fluid comes out when I do that, so it's blood. Blood is the fluid.
Let's have a look at vote.linuxgamecast.com. Astro Creep. All right.
I'm a astro creep. I'm a space weirdo.
Drunken chess rules. Canada didn't implode. Did it. There's still time.
Not if I have anything to say about that.
All right. Two little bits of hate mail.
Them heats.
This is when Pedro showed off his currently played, or recently played. Someone had an opinion on it. We'll get to that in a minute. And what was the other one? GPU pass-through, which I know nothing about.
I mean, that question, it seems a bit weird.
How to set up GPU pass-through with...
There's a ArchWiki thing you can follow.
Vert.io.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do it from the GUI directly, but
You can. The VMM supports like setting up pass-through and whatnot.
all right. Okay.
But like, once you associate your the one GPU with
I was about to ask, don't you
need?
need two GPUs to do that?
Yes. Or if you have like a iGPU, you can just use the iGPU for
Just
the
change your monitor out from the graphics card to the motherboard.
I don't recommend it. It's a pain. It seems like
I
a
was about to
massive
say,
pain in
that
the
sounds like a
ass.
horrible solution.
Like
You kind
if
of
you
need
don't-
it, otherwise, once you pass the GPU, the host system's just going to see, oh, that's a root complex. I don't put out video with that.
Yeah, but and a lot of what I've heard a lot of people do is they literally just like have their Linux box be headless, and then they just use the Windows machine as their like desktop, despite the fact that it is just like a virtual machine.
I did see the video where Squeaky Linus set up a Hackintosh like that. They installed Linux, but the monitors only went out to the VM, so they only got displays out once everything was loaded and the VMs came up.
Which at that point, like,
fucking why?
install Windows,
Yeah.
right? Like,
They were doing it with macOS, just because installing macOS in a VM is a lot easier than installing it on non-Apple hardware.
At that point, I was like, fucking buy a Mac.
yeah. Like, if you really want to use a Macintosh, there are stores for that.
They were using the Radeon 7. That was like their whole thing. They wanted to get Hackintosh with a Radeon 7.
If you're doing that, listen, I understand the benefits of like looking for something to do.
It's Squeaky Linus. Other than, waking up in the middle of the night butt naked to try and figure out why the fuck has my YouTube channel been hijacked.
Listen. I'm not going to give him crap about waking up naked to like debug shit, because I will fully cop to doing that myself.
I sleep in my pajamas. I don't know why, but sleeping fully naked is not my thing. I at least have, the boxer shorts.
Yeah, I don't piss the bed or anything, so it's
I just get hot in the middle of the night, so it's just easier for me to just sleep naked.
Yeah, temperature regulation, man.
Yeah.
Gotta get that one leg hanging out and like, oh, right.
Yeah, one leg, one arm, maybe a shoulder, like...
Of course, head's gotta be covered with a hole poked in the sheet for the fan.
Yeah, no, you just pillow right over my face.
It's a situation, man, in the trapeze.
Right, I need to pee. I'll be right back.
I would like to think if I'm ever in a situation where I know it's got to go like on, if I'm thinking like, oh shit, I'll be able to use this, put it on the show, that I'll be able to stop and do a meat spin in front of one of the security cameras.
All I know is that's me. You look like a box of fun. Open up to something, baby.
Right.
Come.
Like, that was weird that you stopped. Like, I was thinking ahead. Hey.
Yeah, you just like, the wife texts you like, why are you singing at 2:00 in the morning? Shut up.
Yes, Batman, right. Who redid that? Blue Monday. They did a cover of that in the 90s. That was pretty good. Bring back 80s synthwave. No.
Why not?
Guys, we're going to bring back the butterfly can only bring back one thing, and it's 80s speed metal.
Fucking butterflies. Not pulling their weights.
I don't know, man. Like, 80s had some decent metal, but it also had a bunch of glam rock shit pretending to be metal, and it wasn't.
Yeah. I don't know. I have warmed up to glam rock. I think like there's definitely a lot. There's a lot of it that sucks, but there's some good songs there. The fucking Peacemaker one, that's glam rock, and that's pretty good.
I mean, some of it is.
Do you really want to taste it? Yeah.
You were paid to say this. Windows subsystem on Linux, yeah.
I mean, like, I think it depends on like, there are people who like it because it's cheesy, and then there are people who are like, this speaks to my soul, man.
Well, I mean, it's going to hit differently, especially if like you're 19. You're that one person who's 19 who's like, you didn't grow up with this experience.
I'm so lost without you.
Like, you're introduced to most of the stuff through Guardians of the Galaxy, for fuck's sake, right?
Right. Yeah.
Then like it's novel. You're like, oh yeah. It's like listening to like classic rock. Like me when I was young, like getting a Zeppelin record. I'm like, wait.
One of my favorite Futurama bits is when Fry gets all the money and he's like in his apartment in the dark listening to Sir Mix-a-Lot and like
can't listen to classical.
You can't just sit in the dark listening to classical music all day, Fry.
Mm-hmm. Dude, somebody brought up, have you seen I Like Big Butts, the music video?
Like recently?
Where it starts out, Mix-a-Lot is like on a giant, what would you call it? Butt.
Yeah.
He's standing on a big butt.
Yeah, I vaguely remember the music video.
And it's like, that's a dangerous place to stand. You slip, your foot's going to go right in the booty hole.
Yeah. I don't now the music video that's in my head for that song is the Flula Borg one, where they're just like, how do you know where I live? I got 1-900 Mix-a-Lot. It's like, oh, fair enough.
Peter Gabriel, Phil Collins. Yeah, like during the 80s, I was listening to like late 60s, early 70s bands. That was like my music collection. Not because I went out and bought it. That's just what I had available.
During my 1 year in the 80s, I don't know what I listened to because I was a baby.
It was mostly Queen and Pink Floyd. My
I
dad
had
was
a-
really into Queen, and
had
my
the
mom
wall.
was really into Pink Floyd.
Mine was like Grand Funk Railroad. I had the Zeppelin stuff. There's like my mom's records and stuff like that, but like all the Elvis, which I didn't care for Elvis, and a bunch of like Delta blues and stuff like that.
All the stuff that Elvis stole from. Yeah.
Elvis didn't steal from him. Elvis never wrote any of his music.
Fair enough.
Elvis was just a performer.
All the stuff that Elvis's writers stole from. We're referring to the royal Elvis. It's like the royal we. Elvis, his manager, the music producers, the label. Both, yeah. Michael Jackson, because he was married to Lisa Marie Presley for a while. Like, just everyone in that orbit.
The chimp. I mean,
Yeah, the
Bubbles.
chimp. Yeah, JFK in the retirement home. Like, yeah, everyone.
the bag of sand.
Yeah, the disembodied brain of JFK. Yeah,
Fish and chips. You should make fish and crepes.
I used to be very anti-fish, but now I'm just kind of neutral on
I
it.
still am.
He is, and that's like the irony. Like you
Yeah.
gotta make this shit up.
As I'm a Portuguese person that doesn't like fish, doesn't like football, doesn't like the beach.
Can't stand peas.
I'm allergic to them. Yes. Don't really like the taste either, but I am
Just
actually
like
allergic.
legumes in like general, or just peas. What kind of
Just
peas? Green
peas.
peas.
Yeah, green peas. I get a rash if I eat any significant amount of them. I just start to get rashes all over my arms and my face.
I made a shit ton of rice and red kidney beans.
I'll fuck up some green peas, though, man.
Peas are all right. That was the thing I ate a shit ton of at IKEA, because they're just like, I went to the restaurant because, you know, you go to IKEA, you gotta eat the meal there.
No, you go to IKEA, you gotta give motherfucker $20.
Meatball. Seriously,
I
the
got
IKEA meatballs are pretty good.
they're okay, but they gave me just like a giant mountain of peas. It's like, could I get like one or two more meatballs? No, peas.
Gentlemen, so would either of you try the mammoth meatball?
I would, but they're like, yeah, no one's gonna eat this because we have no idea what this will do to a human digestive system. So I wouldn't be the first in line. But like, if you can eat it and not die, then.
I mean, if it was
like the
made
meat one.
current day, they probably have enough information of how they made it with how people would react to it. No?
No, that's not really. Like you would need to have someone like eat it first and like see how they react, right? We're not at that level of like biological simulation where we can just crunch the numbers and say like, yes, we've mathematically proven that you can eat this thing. And
Okay, let me ask it to you like this: would you sign a waiver and eat it?
again,
try
I wouldn't be the first person in line. I would see if that fucker before me keeled over and died, like started bleeding out of his ears first.
It'll probably take a while, you know, the stomach, then it goes into your bloodstream while it's in the gut.
Oh no! It's got mammoth rabies. It's just like it's just intrinsically tied to the DNA. I don't fucking know.
All right, how much would it take? There you go. Now Scott's
How-
cooking with evil gas.
How much? What if someone paid me?
Yeah, it was 5,000 pounds. I'd be the first in line.
Damn. See, I was gonna highball, like pay off your house.
Yeah, like that's kind of it. Like, what are the medical expenses for being hospitalized due to mammoth?
All expenses paid trip to meatball heaven.
Yeah, right. Like,
It's like, I have prehistoric food poisoning. Don't ask me how. I signed an NDA. So just fix me, please.
yeah, no, I have food poisoning, but the important thing is I signed a waiver.
You show up at the ER, you're like, Y'all not gonna believe this.
You just show him a picture of you eating the meatball, and then a picture of you just like keeled over holding your stomach like, ugh. And now we're here. So yeah, help me. Yeah, please pump my stomach.
Yeah. Do you have any mammoth anti-venom?
Yeah.
Because as we learned, mammoths are now venomous.
Yeah, those tusks, man. You touch them and you just die instantly.
And it has none of the like old bacteria anyway, so yeah, I keep thinking you'll probably be fine. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we can fit that on the headstone.
Yeah. So here's my question though. Like, to what temperature do you cook mammoth to like cook out all the bacteria?
To what temperature do you cook particularly large elephant?
Listen, it's not like we're asking to eat mammoth tartare, man.
Yeah, no, don't eat it raw. That's probably a good idea. Yes.
Mammoth tataki. Yeah.
Mamshimi.
Yeah. Oh man, I want some sashimi. I want some octopus. I haven't had that
Sashimi,
forever.
some teriyaki, some udon noodles. Yeah. just give me.
Wait, so you don't like fish, but you want sashimi? The cut
I like
up raw
sushi.
fish?
Yeah, I like sushi.
Okay. I guess if you drown it in like soy sauce and spicy mayo, then you can eat it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's mostly the way that fish is cooked in Portugal that I fucking hate.
I mean, I'm not Googling how fish is cooked in Portugal, so if you want to share with the class, man.
It's
With
just
the drone,
loads of
obviously.
salt and sometimes it'll get some little bit of rosemary too, and put on the grill, and away we go. Which is no, it does not taste good. However,
I just
raw fish, I will eat it. No problem.
I just do like salt, pepper, garlic, paprika, sometimes some lemon pepper.
Oh, you just batter it and deep fry it, man. Vinegar.
Not
Done.
I do use the air fryer for that though, so I guess it is fried fish technically. Dill, ugh, hate dill.
I don't mind dill. I don't, but like in a very like, tiny amount, just enough to know that dill was there.
Early in the cooking process, yes.
I don't want to have any dill doubts.
No dildos.
Dill does, not dill don'ts.
Yeah, dill do and dill don't.
No, like I fucked up and I had spent like a day reducing and cooking some chili, and I thought I'd grab the fucking oregano, and to this day I don't know why I had a fucking thing of dill.
Oh no! Oh no!
That was the same shit as the oregano, same fucking brand. I grabbed it just to give it that little fresh spice bite before it's ready, and that was fucking dill. I had to throw all that out, man. I tried to eat it too, and I'm like, I can't do it. It tastes like pickles.
Oh, what a waste!
I was mad.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's brutal, man. Brutal dill.
Dill does. Dill do's and dill don'ts.
It's the dill doozer.
Little doozy.
Oh, I gotta get her.
Hi, diddly ho, Namorimo.
OBS, music, LGC outro. There we go. Boop. All right. Hate mail.
The hat mail.
Hats in the mail.
The hat mill.
The hats in the mail.
Hat mail.
Like, what the fuck's that even mean? I don't know. Go away.
The Hati mill. Mail. Mall.
In 3, 2.
There's some discussion going on about what this particular segment of the show is called. It used to be the hate mail. It could be the Haiti mail, hat mail, Haiti mail. That works too.
Hat email.
Although, I don't know. This is going nowhere. So
email Pedro about hats. just your
or
favorite
you
hat.
know,
Pedro, do you used to have a hat?
Yeah, I used to have a hat. Once Nori got a hold of it, it was a burn hat. Sorry, Atomic. But yeah,
No, I was talking about like that brown Stetson thing. You used to
no, the cowboy hat. That one still exists, but it's in Portugal. I couldn't justify bringing it
Nori
here.
burned that one too. You brought it into the bedroom one day, and she's just like, "Nope." She
That
pulled
was
out a
in my
revolver
bedroom
and shot it off
in
your
my
head.
university place. That was there, and she spent some nights in my
it used to be in
bedroom
your
there.
wallet. It was hanging over your left shoulder. We have
But yeah,
The hat's on the doorknob. Come in.
yeah.
This is
Ring
the
the
feedback
bell.
section, and if you have some feedback for us, or some genuine hate mail, you can absolutely send it our way. Hit LinuxGameCast.com, hit the contact
Don't
button,
hit it.
fill out
Go
the
to the
form.
site gently.
No, hit it, smack it like you
No.
owes you money. I don't know.
No clap. No clap site.
But
No chlamydia. You heard it first.
That's what the
there's some
bill's for.
caveats at the top before the form. You got to read those, because if you don't, and we don't see your message, that's on you. Okay.
I would also like to admire the whatever marketing person went through the trouble of doing it manually to send us an opportunity. We get like every other month we'll get we had one person that was like we got one company that's like straight up approached us to fucking buy some ads on the show, but fuck that. And another one, which is more common though, they want us to review the Amazon gaming speakers. Right?
I want to review the Amazon like 4090. The Amazon Basics.
Yeah, Amazon Basics GPU.
See, this is, we're not going to sell out on principle. Thank you to our patrons, but listen, hear us out. We'll sell out a little bit, like
Just
MSI.
as a treat.
Yeah,
Just as
right?
a treat.
PNY,
Just a small one.
Call us. We just want to see what it feels like.
Mhm.
Yeah, it won't be like that, baby.
Strider. Oh.
Yeah, here's earlier this week in our Discord, if you're a Twitch sub or a patron, you get to hang out in our general Disarraison chat. And that's our Slack. That's everything we talk about. Like, there's no private. I mean, there's technically a private chat between us, the three of us, but that's not where we communicate.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, oh right, Strider accused you of like only liking gray and brown
Yeah.
video games.
Only
and
liking desaturated things.
you said nay, Strider, nay. I have multicolored games, and you showed recently played.
Mm-hmm.
So Strider
asks, he sends in his lovely little email. He asks the simple question: does Pedro hate colors? And if so, why is that? And I had a follow-up statement, but I'm not going to say that to not incriminate Pedro.
Well, I didn't get to plead the fifth since I don't know what Jordan's talking about. But yeah, it's I don't hate colors. It's just that my eyes apparently seem to prefer the more muted aesthetic. I don't know why, but they do. Then Strider was giving me shit because when I posted the picture of the Beholder and I looked at the gift section, it's like, you looked at the gift section and you picked the least saturated one. Fucking why? I don't know. I don't.
What's like the brightest, most loudest, most shouty, colorful game that you enjoy?
APB is definitely up there because that one is very colorful. Let's see. The recent ones that I've recently played, they've all been pretty color muted. Oblivion's very colorful. There you go.
Boy, it's like Strider standing in the middle of his living room going, but I was not wrong.
Technically not wrong, yes.
He doesn't hate colors. He just has extreme distaste for them. He
Right.
strongly prefers that they be in the other room.
So, GPU pass-throughs. We were talking about this a bit earlier and trying to decode what is going on. This comes from, how do you say that?
Eric.
Eric?
Eric.
Eric the Red, famous Viking.
I know about Proton and its amazing things, but some games and other apps still need Windows. No, they don't. They don't still need to Windows. Is there an easy way to set this up with AMD? Which I'm assuming video card?
Yeah, so
yeah,
you,
GPU pass through.
Yeah, Vert.io, you can pass through a GPU to a virtual machine, assuming that your motherboard supports IOMMU and that in that specific slot as well, because specific slots may or may not support pass through on your motherboard. Got to check all that stuff out. I would actually, as much as we give the Arch user shit, their documentation is very good, so I would recommend
ArchWiki is nice, yes.
For that specific article. Couple notes: you will not be able to pass through your any integrated GPU. You will need a dedicated GPU. And yeah, you will. It'll be essentially like outputting to a separate display. So you're either going to have another monitor dedicated to your Windows VM and another keyboard and mouse dedicated to your Windows VM, or you're just going to do what many people do and have Linux boot and then boot the VM and then just connect to the VM and play your games because you don't just want to install Windows on your hardware for some reason. I guess if you want to like be able to switch back to Linux, or if you're like running a server, if you just bought like an overstuffed PC, like
just like dual boot,
just install Windows. Yeah, like
or
yeah. If you're gonna use Windows, just install it, run it native.
Again, we were saying during the break, like that just sounds like somebody looking for something to do.
Fair enough. And if that's your thing, then yes, AMD is going to be the easiest way to do it. More so than NVIDIA, because with
and
NVIDIA,
you said
you're going to have
2 video cards to do. Well, at least an iGPU and
an iGPU to drive the host display, and then the external GPU
Hang on, Pedro. What if I have an Intel dual CPU system? Both with iGPs.
So the
usually the dual Xeons don't have integrated GPUs.
So it's actually the lanes that that the GPU are accessed by don't actually support pass through for the iGPU. I actually did try to set something like that up. But yeah, it's just like you can't pass the integrated GPU to the VM. You need to.
I mean, here's an entire list of them. That all have iGPUs.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, the E3s do. All right, cool.
But are they pGPUs or eGPUs?
I don't know. It was a joke.
They're integrated GPUs, so yeah.
Yeah, well, they got the P cores and the E cores. Is it the pGPUs and the eGPUs?
Oh man, here's a side one. Did you hear like Intel's going to release a enthusiast? That wasn't enthusiast. I don't forget how they tried to fucking sell it. It's nothing but P cores, but it's like 90 P cores. So it can do a lot of shit really slow at once.
Or isn't the E core the energy efficient one?
Or whatever.
Yeah,
No
the E cores are the efficient
E-cores,
ones, and the P cores are the performance ones.
The
Okay,
little bitchy
I got
cores.
it back up. I got it in reverse. Okay.
But yeah, no, the AMD GPUs are the easiest ones for pass through. NVIDIA, you need to pull some driver shenanigans to get that to work. So yeah, with AMD is probably the easiest way to do it.
I think you need to pull the driver shenanigans on Windows if you're doing GPU pass through to Linux.
Yes.
It just fucking works.
Yeah, in the Windows host, as soon as the drivers see, no, you're running this in a VM, it's just not going to let you install them. So be warned.
I'm like, dude,
just install Windows.
Yeah, like I learned everything I wanted to know. Like I spent an afternoon just seeing what was required to set up like hardware pass through of a FireWire card. I'm like, fuck this noise. I couldn't imagine doing it with the GPU. Like, why?
It's the same. You're effectively just telling, no, this PCIe port is only going to be seen as a root complex by the host system, and it's the GPU or whatever you're passing through inside the VM. It's going to act like the proper hardware that it is.
Yeah, I don't know. In my mind, the justifications are something like, oh well, I don't want to install Windows on my host operating or as my host operating system. Why, if all you're doing is in Windows? Like,
yeah,
I guess my question is like, what are you doing in Linux, and what is like that one thing that you can't do in Windows?
That's what I want to hear. I want somebody to write in and like straight up justify it, like shut us the fuck down and be like, listen, bitches, this is exactly why you got to do it.
I mean, like, I could see something like my wife's setup where she like wants to use Illustrator some of the time, but even then, like a dual boot will set that up, right? Like she just needs to reboot. I have opinions on that being dumb anyways, because like, why would you reboot your computer just to run another program?
Well, okay.
That seems kind of...
Even when I think about dual booting, it's been a long, long time since I dual booted, but we live in the world of like NVMe's and SSD. Like booting an operating system is not a prolonged experience. Like it's at best get up something to drink in your back end, right?
Yeah, you still gotta like log in and shit. I don't know. It seems like a lot of pain for literally just running a different one specific program.
Well, what I'm saying is, it seems like easier than setting up hardware pass through with.
I mean, at the end of the day, just installing Windows on your computer is the easiest option. Not having if that's the case, right? So,
and the added overhead of having two OSs running at once, even if the Linux host is very lean on resources.
Hmm?
Yeah, I mean, like, what you're getting what 95 to 99% CPU performance with QEMU, which like you're still taking a hit on that, right? So,
I mean, listen, man, I was running Windows 95 inside of a Linux in the 90s, so yeah, on like a K6-2400, just to see if it could, and it was usable. So yeah, I'm sure shit has improved slightly, but still, why? That's what we want to know. Let us know. Maybe, or maybe not. It may forever be a mystery. But on, let's do a bit out of here. Can you do a bit out of here? Yeah, we can. Let's cue the music.
I just got to reboot my computer 1 second.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending tonight's train wreck. If you want to get in touch with me, I'm at Vinstone on Twitter, at Vin on our federated timeline, mass.linuxgamecast.com. I'm doing the stuff over there. You can always catch this show. Come say hi to us live, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, an hour beforehand. If you are a Death Note patron or above, we'll be there for you.
When my power holds up, I am Jordan Svung. You can find me on Twitter at The Burning Fool or Mastodon. I'm Frojo at mass.linuxgamecast.com.
And you can still find me on Twitter not posting anything other than the hey, we're live for this very show and the occasional retweet at unaccounted for. I'm technically on mass.linuxgamecast.com was at unaccounted with the actual number 4 at the end. So you can follow me there, but I post there even less.
Just follow him on Steam and send him a bunch of messages.
Yeah.
If I see your messages on Steam, it's a lucky day for you because I usually only see them when I'm shutting down and the window
pops up. Did you hear that,
up.
Internet? That's called a challenge.
Are you going to win the Pedro lottery? Enter now.
See you next week. Time for some credits.
Usually and usefully wrong.
Usefully wrong. Helpfully wrong.
Yeah, you can
Very
just
helpful.
go the opposite direction and
Incorrect,
you'll probably be right.
but yeah, very helpful.
Yeah.
Cordial about it.
Indeed. Well, as our fans go out into space, we gotta thank our advisors, Omegas, and Artherin, and our executive producers, Bob Bram, Scott Michaud, Atomic Ass, Mike G, drummer Kohaku Pebble, Tomasz Hakim, David. We got our little Nikki fans, Super Destote, Empty, Gloria Segrel, Blasmia, and we got our Sea Monsters.
We have Sea Monsters, Renault, Rider, X
my.
Machina, Trudgy, Veritanuda, Justin, Frostclaw, Nubbin, Darkwing, System T, Danzing Joe, Ogi1, Kyrillo, and Fute.
Death
Pedro's old
Notes,
boss.
Nova K, Leonardo, Dak, Doom 2.1, Turnover,
Basil,
Cheesy Bacon, Foxy.
Chat P, Romeo,
Alex.
Larson K, Mashley G, Stephen Joel,
So many,
Benjamin,
so
Aromatic
many.
Charles,
Dev.
Dodger,
So
Xanderus
stinky.
Gaming, Turnover, Cheesy Bacon,
Oh.
Foxy, Swine, Oil of Hope, Jaloo, Alex.
I'm distracted, man. Strider made chicken nuggets, dude.
Oh man, I want some chicky nuggies. We gotta thank Biatko, D-Spec, Replay Gaming PT, Unoid, Sacred Egg, Tom, Limit Mark, Biatko, and these fuckers.
If somebody, thank you, all of our fine upstanding cannibals. You're on the blinky wall behind me, forever. Ha 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 ha. Evil laughter intensifies. Down to fire, everyone. We'll see you next week. Why do you have a
Is
label
that
maker,
chicken
Strider?
nuggets or fish and chips?
No, we need to answer. Do you have a label maker?
I think he does. I remember seeing one.
Because that one's like malt vinegar Heinz.
I think I remember wasting a bunch of his label maker tape.
I kicked your ass out of that. Shit's expensive, man.
Yeah, no, I broke the rules and I scrolled up. Is it because of the vinegar talk from earlier? I'm making fish and chips. There you go.
Alan, that'd be awesome. But you accidentally pasted it in Discord chat instead on the feedback section on their website. Sorry, it's an easy mistake to make.
I didn't even think about the Windows reactivation shenanigans. Yes.
Do what?
Yeah, because when you change, make significant changes to your hardware, Windows asks you to reactivate.
If I enable and disable my network card, DaVinci Resolve thinks I've switched computers.
Kind of like that, yeah.
Then I'm like, hey, Jordan, how you doing? You want to install some DaVinci Resolve and click deauthorize all the things?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Oh, man.
Flea Bloch.
Bloch.
Thanks for the follow.
You gotta say that.
Bloch.
Higher Klingon.
Bloch.
All right, let's pull that up and so what do what it takes or what?
Yeah, let's do the tanks update. Let's try that out.
Boop. Let's cut on the old
Right,
Steam
shell shock, not tanks.
and uninstall Backbeat. R.I.P. Backbeat.
Actually, yeah, beat.
You had a label maker? What the fuck happened, Steve? Sounds like there's a story to be told there.
Jill smashed it in a fit of
We
rage.
have 2 label makers at work, and they're hidden from one particular coworker that
Oh, you
likes to
salty
pull a
about not being
Jordan
able to
and,
find it, huh?
there's been some awfully redundant labels posted around all over the office whenever he finds them.
I had a label maker, and I think I made like 3 or 4 labels that just said mine. I don't know. I think it might have needed. It had like I might have needed to buy it, but it was like one of those old stampy ones, man. Like chunk. All right, we're gonna be in the after shows, and if anyone wants to pop in the audio or just continue listening on that channel.
Oh, who's playing Elden Crack?
Oh,
I'm gonna rat you out. The Targus is playing Elden Crack.
is that something you normally do?
Just creep on people while they're playing games that I like too. Yes.
Oh. AJ there.
Thanks now.
Now they can hear us.
Yep.
Oh no!
Allegedly.
That's
Hello.
dangerous, isn't it? Hello.
There we go. I didn't label the label maker. Wait. Oh. Fair enough, Steve.
You didn't know what it was after some time.
He ate it. He had fish and stable label maker one night.
Alright, okay, so that's where you spend your cosmetic points. Alright, okay.
We have a cosmetic one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you start with 50 apparently.
That was in the. Yeah.
Can I get a
Oh,
spoiler?
and you can buy other guns. And you can buy microtransactions for cosmetic points.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Replaces the daily win bonus.
What?
Uh-oh.
Salty.
Fisticuffs.
Ooh, ultraviolet taillights. I want those.
Wow.
So where is it under items or progress?
No, keep going. Where it says shop.
Shop? Oh.
Cosmetic points. I got 50. A bunch of this shit is like 100, so like, you get fucked, I guess.
Yeah, right. I have 33 gears though.
Right.
Can I do something with those?
Yeah,
There you
can
go.
buy
I'm going
the
to buy a
one-time
weapon with
items.
the 100 gears that I have.
Huh.
Did they
Oh!
get rid of the screen of
Oh,
no?
I can't.
What is this?
It's an
Yeah.
update.
Yeah.
We talked about it.
Yeah.
Mir even hit me up on Discord earlier. It's like, hey, they got rid of the screen and up. Yes. It's already in the show notes.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the dainty
Dainty.
tires. Headlights, bitches! Fuck yes.
Locked in the shop.
Do I have enough to buy?
No.
No, I think they're across like 350.
This game's rigged, man. Fuck. Hey, let's see if they fix the friends only. Yes.
Join gum.
Join gum.
They changed the shadow around the font.
Oh, fuck it. Uninstall it. This piece of junk.
It makes the font pop a bit more now.
Anyone here a Gumbus programmer? The transition from Visual Basic to Gumbus?
To shrimp? Big shrimp?
The only Gombus I know is the keyboard manufacturer.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Yeah, I gave mine to Mr. Alert.
And now look at him. He's a green steak.
I do not recall this.
Yeah, it's one of the mechanical keyboards that I gave you.
Pat, I don't know. That was the thing that happened. I showed up to California and Patrick just gave me stuff. I imagine like Alan being in like spitting distance means that he just gets like way more of Patrick's stuff.
Yep.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's like, here, you throw this away.
I mean, at least some of the stuff has come in handy.
Such as?
The Glock.
Let's see. The stuff he gave me, looks like I'm using a USB 3 hub and extension cable.
That 120 millimeter fan that you put on the side of your case.
Right, yeah, there's that. Couple of the processors that he gave me, and
TV.
TV, yes.
Power supply, because I think you replaced one of your power supplies in one of your machines.
On the previous media PC, yeah.
Yeah. Although that was
some hard
actually
drives.
that was previously Mac.
All
use,
right.
so-
So is everybody in that wants to play?
I guess. Kraken,
Suppose.
Katana, Ewan.
No Scott.
No one else?
That's it. Huh?
Scott is too good for us.
All right.
We're
Just
not
kidding,
on his
Scott.
level.
You can join us whenever you'd like.
Scott is just furiously trying to get his aimbot working again with the new version. It's like, shit.
Yeah. they introduced EAC support for Shell Shock.
Watch it take it down to like 20 players then.
Oh, 2 printers, 1 laser, 1 dot matrix.
Yep.
So you've been basically furnished with an entire small office from Patrick, is what I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could probably... There's probably multiple offices, actually.
Huh. Okay. Well then. Lobland. Blah blah blah's Loblog.
Blob blob.
Actually, fuck Loblaws.
Ooh, I'm at the top.
You know, that's a pretty fucking safe place to be, really.
Yeah, I hope so. Let's see. Hey, I do get to try the weapon that I bought just now. Let's see.
All right.
I don't know what that's gonna do, but let's find out. Okay, that's a little too unpredictable. Still going. Okay.
Move only? Okay.
I don't want this is like groove only.
Oh, you're also Mr. Alert. You're using that keyboard that I gave you.
Here you go.
Ow.
And I missed.
Right?
Do I got anything? No. I don't have any cool items.
Ow, ow, ow.
Ow.
Ow! I took that right in the
Ooh,
face.
critical hit.
Wait, shouldn't we all be focusing on Alan?
I mean, we should.
Yeah, no, let's shoot for the one in the middle.
The one with the mana bar.
Yeah.
Ow, ow, ow.
Okay, the mana bar is gone. Something that deals damage.
I think that'll work? Maybe? I don't know. Nope.
Grab the gear. Goodbye.
Yeah, it just like flew off the screen.
Yeah.
I must go now. My planet needs me.
Crit. Not entirely sure how the crit chance is working, but I'll take it.
It's your luck score. Oh,
Oi.
you got.
Oi!
Someone teleported.
I don't have a shank.
Oh.
Someone else might. Oh god.
Chicken.
Gotta shoot for someone else now. So
Mutually assured.
I have no idea if this will work or not. Oh my god! I actually hit someone with my chicken.
Hey, I got a kill.
don't
happen for me.
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay.
There it is.
Oh my god, magic pixel of health! Magic pixel of health!
Oh! Oh! I was hoping that would be mutually assured, but
I was expecting that we were just gonna both kill each other at the same time, but I snooched it.
yeah,
I unlocked the Uzi. Okay.
that was epic.
All right, we did that. Let's do a target, then we'll do a couple rounds of chicken horse before we get out of here.
All right.
Marksy man.
Come on,
Hey, I got the
pixel
heavy
target.
back roller.
Is Jordan still waiting for
Wait, hang
the?
on.
Yeah, I'm still leveling up, man. Apparently, I did very good. Okay. Oh, okay. One use to fortify. All right, are we through? All right, I made it. Okay. It's like, Jordan, you haven't done this well in forever. Look at all this shit. I'm like, okay, thanks.
Oh, okay, here we go.
I don't even know anymore.
What's the most bullshit what I have? Spaz, I
Right.
don't know what that is.
Oh, don't use that one. That one's so unreliable.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one does
like-
that.
Oh. Shot. Chaser.
There's a fucking portal in the middle. Don't dig me like that, game.
Oh, the dickening has just started. Once the game has selected a winner, then it gets weird.
Moons.
Moons.
Yeah, you got him here. Go ahead, shoot. Boom. All right. How do we fuck this up? It's possible.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You just have to believe. He's starting to believe. Just my regular gun.
Okay, so this one, I don't have regular shots, so you go.
Bonk.
Oh, dude, I was walking my dog today, and she just full on like charged into a bumper.
Just try to end the suffering.
No, I'm walking her in there, thud, because she's like freaking out at some other dog. And I'm trying to like pull her away, and she like ran directly into the bumper of some car. I'm like, fuck, man, are you all right? And she's like, what happened? What's going on?
Oh no.
Stupid fucking animals.
Sure, whatever this does. Bonk. All right. Hey.
Mazel tov.
Yeah, Molotov to you too, buddy.
All right, oddball.
It poops out little skulls.
Explodey little skulls.
Day of the Dead Skulls.
Stars.
Sparkles.
Gonna get the times two? Are you gonna get the times two?
That'd be a weird angle.
You can move.
There.
Ah,
All right,
there you go.
or that, yeah. Scattershot.
Okay. Let's see. What do I have?
I'll see your weird angle and raise you can't be asked.
Banana!
Hey,
Banana!
I'm so glad that hit.
it is so difficult these days to find a ballistically sound banana.
Right. You just gotta assume all bananas are spheres, right?
Frictionless too.
Yeah, on a uniform and frictional of uniform density on a frictionless surface. Yeah.
Bold move. Hmm.
Ooh. Yeah, this is a really easy map, but that just means that
It's gonna get
it's gonna
really
get smaller and smaller and.
I'm gone.
Okay.
Why did you have to talk shit to the map?
Yeah, Jordan's it's a really easy map.
Ah,
Well,
very
I want
Piece
like
of
now it's just gonna get like super tricky because the target's gonna get small, very very small and hard to hit. That's all I was saying.
Nope. Poof.
Poof.
Blunk.
Good threading the needle in between the portals there, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least it put the next target directly in my path.
Yeah.
Well done, game. Well played.
Guppies.
Oh, hello.
Ah, so the game has selected you as the winner. Cool.
That's okay. After the past couple of weeks, I think that's earned. Hexagon.
What a useless layout of obstacles.
Yes, taunted.
Yeah, I'm next. So
All right.
one bounce.
Oh, fuck. Let's get as close as we can.
Yeah.
Better get your cheat
Snoot.
engine open. I mean, the ruler out.
Yeah, your protractor. Get your geometry set. Calculate the angle.
Ooh. If every single one of those missed, I'd be pissed.
That would have been some Pulp Fiction shit. wouldn't it?
Alan, all right, come on, show us that you're a sentient aimbot. Prove it.
All right.
Show us how the machines will defeat us. Oh.
Very good. Very good.
Okay.
I think you're the winner, Jordan. I don't know why.
Maybe. We'll see. I'm expecting the next one to just be like in that pit over there. Just like in the bottom of one of the spikes, just be like, oh, go get it.
Oh no, it's like in the ground.
It's in the middle of the fucking circle, the fucking barrier. That's where it spawns.
That's really tiny.
You know what? It's bigger than I was expecting it to still be at this point.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Hogan.
Gimme.
Ah!
Oh, swish,
Yay!
swish,
No!
swish.
I won.
I was like, I should be efficient. I'm right next to it. No, I should have gone for the spray and pray.
Hey, level up. Level 40.
Yeah. So we're gonna switch over to UCH.
Yep. Reinforced gun.
Claim.
You got a new barrel.
Oh, so you still get the daily win bonus. It's just like one of the other things you can win.
Hmm.
You got 1 kill with a rapid fire, 20 damage. Yay! I got 100. 100 gears.
Cosmetic points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you get tank nuts?
Yeah, like truck nuts.
Yeah.
Tank nuts.
It's hanging
I
off from the
wish.
barrel.
Right. Ultimate chicken hearse.
All right. Controller.
Right. Yes. Must make sure the controller is ready to go.
Yes. Right here.
I think I did it right. I didn't read it. We'll find out. You guys let me know if you can join the game or not.
Join friends.
Is it in America?
Possibly.
Nope. You can't join through Steam. Do you have
All right.
a code?
Nope. So I should have read. Leave. Wait, let me do this again. Take 2. Play online. Friends only. America.
Okay. Oh, we can join through Steam.
Do we got to unlock the turtles?
Yeah, we got to unlock the turtle, and I think we got to. Oh, can I be a robot? Robot rabbit? Yes, I am the rabbit. Monday,
Rabbot.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay, then I'll be the
Sunday.
trash panda.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
All right. How do we get
Friday.
to? Do we have to unlock these levels too?
I think we do. The ones that have question marks on them have unlockable things
Damn it.
in them.
Why do you have to make a mini game to get the fucking level select game?
Where's the train?
Here's a metal plant.
Hiding
down.
underground. Oh, we got Alan. Crap, he's good at this game.
Where's the game audio? Oh, it's there. This is really fun one. Is it? No?
I'm getting audio for the game. It's like a should place your bit though before you check.
Yeah, I'm not getting oh, it's coming out of the wrong thing.
Ah.
Waiting.
Oh, no.
All eyes on me.
Okay.
Horse.
Too impatient.
It's the steam. Yeah, like yeah. I was just like, I can just sit here and wait. I'll be there eventually. These are the only points I'm getting this round. The black hole.
Oh, all right.
No, 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 no.
Ooh, no! Damn it.
Let me up. No hit, no hit. Okay. Ah. I'm sorry, poor A button on Xbox controller, if that hurt both of us. No, no, oh, I got sucked. Damn it.
The big suck.
I was not able to dodge all the suck.
Patience.
Okay, I'll take the box. No! Fuck.
No, no, I got sucked too. It's all you, Alan. Oh, saved! How? Was his name tag the thing that blocked the arrow?
I think that's just lag. Hey.
Yeah, here we go. Dun, 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 dun.
There we go.
Okay.
Ah, no, fuck.
No!
No, you
I
can't.
thought
You
I could
can't.
clear that.
No, you have to wait for the thing to come to you.
Yeah. Nuke.
Ah, you're no fun.
Why is it always red? Why can't I attach?
You can rotate it with the shoulder buttons too.
I wanted to attach it to one of the moving platforms.
No.
No, fuck.
Ah, fuck. I thought I could dodge it. I was wrong. Ah, step through the raindrops.
Oh.
My corpse just got sent
Ah,
flying.
damn it.
Oh, he can do it. He can do it. He can do it.
Yeah,
What?
you got it.
I mean, I
Oh.
guess.
I thought he was being a hacksaw because he was just floating, but no, he won.
Alright, where do we place the Canadian machine?
No, ah, no, fuck, the black hole, I forgot about it.
Yeah!
No!
Iceberg level discovered for Ben. Okay.
Well, I'm glad we found that.
Get rid of this guy.
Fuck the black hole.
They really suck. Oh, fuck. Don't get caught in the middle of there. I just got fucked up. I got shot, smacked, and like fucking hockey stick.
Oh, crap.
Oh man, can Alan do it?
Why?
Oh.
Okay.
This is like some Mario Maker bullshit where you gotta like pixel perfect everything.
All the way down.
Yep, buzzsaw.
That'll do it. Don't worry, we'll be able to fix it with more fuckery.
More
in doubt.
barbed. When in doubt, add more barbed wire.
Ah,
Okay. Ah,
Ooh.
fuck.
Ah, fuck.
damn it.
I thought the cheese was gonna slow me down.
I got turned into glue. I mean,
This game is hilarious, man.
yes,
Keep
game,
giving us explosives until we revert the level to the point where someone can win. I'm gonna tell this flower to fuck off. I don't like its face. It's weird, happy face. It makes me uncomfortable. So you blew up one of the...
Oh, fuck.
Ah, no, wasn't sticky enough. Took too long.
I was having to think about it, man.
Yeah, you're just like, yeah, it's just like, yeah, okay, how do I do that?
3 turns.
Now the game's like, I can decide this for you guys.
Nope. Can't get rid of it. Yeah, you got the same idea that
Oh,
I do.
you get squished. Okay. You can't just stay there. It squishes you.
Oh, bullshit.
Ah, no!
Sad robot rabbit noises.
Ah, oh my
Almost. Oh, Mario.
I got stuck on the honey. I got stuck on the honey. 2 turns left. Just give us all the bomb. Get rid of some of this shit, man. I'm gonna get rid of that. Ah!
Ew. No! Fuck. I did poorly.
Last turn.
You're the underdog.
You're the under now, dog. I don't know what that even does. Oh, it's flamethrower. Okay. Just for fun. Oh, can't stick it there. I can stick it there though. Ribby ribby. Ah.
Oh, god damn it.
Man, Alan like Matrix dodged that shit.
Not bad.
No, not or that. Do I win by default? Oh my god.
Yes.
I'm the ultimate bunny. R.I.P. Robo Bunny. Amazing.
Eight to 19 levels unlocked.
You unlock the ice one. You want to try that one? The
Yeah, I
ice
guess
one?
we can try that for we
There
go.
it is.
Why is it up there?
Oh.
Ice can't fly?
Penguins can't fly. Oh. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe.
I don't
What are the
understand the
ice
rules,
rules?
right. I'm going to go that, like, the ice penis is solid,
I think if you step on it, it breaks because it's like kind of cracked there.
like a normal ice penis.
Yeah. Oh, we're all the way over.
Okay. And this one moves.
Man, this is getting fucked with extra steps, isn't it? No! No!
Oh,
no!
okay.
Whoa.
It's a boat. Right.
Whoa, whoa.
And then you get on the actual boat, and there we go. Right.
Okay, all right. Now we understand the rules of this level.
The big iceberg is a boat.
Now, oh, it's like I guess this is like the train level. They do this shit too. I'm the king of the world. Woo!
Titanic 2.
Titanic harder. All right, here we go.
Fuck all y'alls.
Okay, yes.
Oh.
No points.
No point.
God damn it.
Well, it's just the start. We have yet to get like all the murder shit, right?
No, I mean, like, I said that to the game. I'm like, just because we didn't immediately get eviscerated. I'm like, oh, that was too easy.
Yeah.
Ah, chop, chop.
Ah, I got hit by the thing.
Oh,
Good
Wasted
job.
by my own petard.
poor little slaughterated bunny.
Poor bunny. Stick the coin right there. Blow the water up.
Fuck this water.
Take that, ocean.
No, bullshit.
Nope. Nope.
All right,
Nope.
Go for it.
icebergs.
Ah, got squished. Oh, didn't kill me. Somehow. But how do I get past the black hole?
You're already dead, homie. That's a dead man walking.
Yeah, I think you needed to take the boat.
Here it comes. Boat number 2.
And then the iceberg crushes you anyways.
Hey, at least I got a spaghetti award achievement just then.
Spaghettification.
Huh?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be patient.
No!
Oh, I'm fucking character blind as shit, man. Oh, fuck. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not a
Alan.
big fan of the heat-seeking iceberg falling on me.
Okay.
Careful. Careful.
And the coin.
Beeline it immediately for the murder thing. This fucking game, man.
Yeah, no, I got squished and tortured.
Careful. All right. Oh,
Ooh, tie game. Come on, Mr. Flower.
trap-a-lappin'.
Every day I'm trappling. Oh, did that, like, kill the flower guy?
I don't know. Give it enough time, game. I'm just going to construct a floor here. You understand that, right?
Well, then nobody gets points. Yeah. Oh, man.
What? Let go of me.
Whoa.
Ah.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
Cannon.
God damn it.
Oh, is this the cannon that, like, launches you?
I fear we might find out. Yellow. Yep.
Yeah, it is.
No! It was a double-edged sword. It killed my ass.
Fuck. I got squished by the bow.
Alan is carefully weighing his options now.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, there was a bomb.
I think that cannon is a trap. Oh no, I got roast rabbit. No using that route. Yeah, there's some pixel perfect shit you need to pull for that.
Damn it.
There's some fuckery at play.
I just love the death noises.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yes, I was gonna go for the bomb too.
Oh, good. That was too easy.
Ah! Wow, I overshot that.
Okay.
Oh.
But how? There's still no way through.
The only winning move is not to play, man.
Yeah, apparently.
The only winning move is spaghettification.
Yeah, no, the falling ice, it's not making it any easier.
That black hole's gotta go, homie.
Yeah. I can only blow up the black hole, so there we go. Black hole it is.
In my eyes, plain to see.
Oh, that's right. I lost my copy of that album. Damn it.
Ow.
Oh wow, I just got murdered by the cannon. Alright.
Okay, yeah, no, it's doable this time.
The murder was canon.
Can Alan do it though?
I believe in him.
You just gotta dodge the flower and dodge the saws, and there you go.
We need. I guess now we need some more obstacles. Oh no, Alan won. He squeaked it.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it.
Squirrel superior to rabbit. Rabot.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Oh man, that was fun.
Yeah.
I guess we need to unlock the subway at some point.
Yeah.
One of these days we'll get there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Sweaty hands.
Right? Got a little bit. Got a little bit of that. I always feel bad for my A button when I play that game because I press it so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to snap that.
I mean, Alan made some pretty good Alan noises this time around.
Yeah.
There was no doubt there was an Alan.
Yeah.
You're like, that's some high quality.
The occasional,
Alan.
very soft. Oh god damn it!
Or the no.
Or they, oh no!
See, I'm more accustomed to it because Alan is so polite as to join us on Tuesdays and Fridays.
Yes.
Oh man, Rohit, did you go to Little Nas X?
For free. It was
For
pretty cool.
free? Did you break in?
No, it's like there's some March Madness thing going on in Houston, and so they had like a free event. Just have to register.
Oh,
But yeah, it wasn't very long. It was like a 45-minute or like 50-minute set. But for free, it's not bad.
Pretty good.
that's what I look for in free. Like, yeah, all right, didn't hate it.
He played the song, the Old Town Road song, so the one I recognize. So yeah.
Did he give the devil a lap dance?
No, but someone else gave him a lap dance.
Aw.
One of his backup dancers.
That's so romantic.
Yes, very gay, very nice.
Oh, I found out what the Xenosith is.
Oh, okay.
It's this.
Okay, it is Star Wars with H.R. Giger.
No. It's a xenomorph with a lightsaber. So
So, Jordan, no cheating. Guess who just got joined the cast of Rings of Power?
Gary Busey,
Nay.
Christopher Walken,
Chris Pratt?
Nope.
Frodo.
Elijah Wood.
What if it was somebody
Chris Pratt
helping?
with Mario voice.
What if they were taking the Hobbits to Isengard?
Oh, Legolas. He's showing up.
Orlando Bloom.
Orlando Bloom is now part of
Yeah.
the cast.
Oh boy, man, they are determined to jam him in everything Tolkien, aren't they? Is he? Did he buy a castle or something, or like a bunch of dinosaur bones? Is he just out of money?
Orlando Bloom to return to Middle Earth. Yeah. Insiders,
Attacking the hobbits to Isengard.
he will be in the second half of the season as Orfer, the grandfather
Orifer.
of Legolas.
Okay. So yeah,
Until
yes,
he pulls off the mask, and it was like,
yeah,
it was
it's
me.
like, no,
oh.
it was me, Legolas, the entire time. I got a TARDIS, motherfucker.
I time travel, bitch.
Yeah, just fucking kicks it open, and Matt Smith walks out in the fucking wig. He's like, sup, buddies?
Oh, man. Good night, Joe.
Bye.
All right. Well, I mean, like, I'm like, oh, I wonder, it's like dump truck full of money. You're like, yeah, they'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sure. I'll be in your TV show. Fuck. Let it go.
Yeah. It's got what kind of budget? All right, how much? How much an
He's not
episode?
doing Carnival Row season 2 because that shit's not coming. So
You see, that's the good type of contract work when the motherfucker pulls up and they're like, yo, I need to do this. And you can genuinely go, what do I want? I mean, within reason, but I'm sure his reason is like millions of dollars more than mine, right?
Right, like. When you said taking the hobbits to Isengard, my first thought was, are they digging up Christopher Lee?
Oh, man. That was a Cup of the Day map, I think on Thursday?
Isengard?
Isengard map, yeah.
Okay.
It was kind
Did
of
you have to,
interesting.
like, release the river?
No, it was just a fucky map with the tower, like, right when the
Or
track
thing.
started. I'm like, that's looks like just like then like the overlay is like, welcome to Isengard. I'm like, all right. I guess that wasn't
Welcome to Isengard, bitches!
where's Treebeard? Where's the Entwives?
No one knows where the fucking Entwives
They
are.
fucked off. They got tired of the Ent shit. dude.
Yeah,
They're
they got,
dicks.
like, the Ents take, like, 15,000 years to finish their fucking words. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just like, no, peace out. Bye. Which, well, completely understandable.
So, what year do you think will be the first year that we see somebody build a retro gaming machine with Windows 7?
2025.
I was thinking maybe 2027-ish.
I know
Definitely
some
before
that
2030.
Already
before,
are.
When did Windows 7 come out?
2009.
Yeah.
Yep.
2009. So what? Yeah, it's getting up on like that 20-year anniversary. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no.
What was it like? The Matrix came out 25 years ago yesterday.
Yeah. It's like if Austin Powers was made now, it would be about a guy who was frozen in the 90s and
Yeah.
got defrosted.
Don't give him ideas. Dude, I think the world could deal with another Austin Powers movie, man.
Could Mike Myers though? He's
Yeah.
kind of old.
Well,
Probably going to hire a lot of stunt doubles.
he could play the father. He could have a. Oh, geez, that'd probably be a horrible movie.
the son of Austin Powers.
Yeah. You know what? Here, just recast it as Tom Cruise through the entire thing. I'd watch that just for the ridiculousness of it. And Tom
Yeah,
Cruise
baby.
would probably fucking do it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's already played Austin Powers once,
Yes. In Goldmember.
which I still maintain, like, that was a treat to see in theater. I was not expecting that intro.
Yeah,
Like
that
Danny
was,
DeVito.
that was fun. Yeah.
I was like, what the hot hell? Oh, man, this is
They just fucking recast everyone with like
yeah,
celebrities.
like at the intro and like then the musical number. I was like, all that, like, it is nonstop. Like, short circuited for him. I was like, God damn, I'm good, man. The rest of this movie can just suck. But it was quite enjoyable.
Yeah. Austin Power movies aren't like bad movies. They're fine.
Yeah, for what they are, man. Like,
Yeah, like B comedy spy movies. Yeah,
Well, it's interesting to like talk about just that spy movies as a genre went through a bit of a journey, right? Like because you had like the super campy Bond stuff in the 80s, and then the late 80s they had like the super dark Timothy Dalton Bond, and nobody liked that, so they went back to like the Moore era Brosnan style.
Yeah.
And like that's what like stuff like Spy Hard and Austin Powers were making fun of. And then The Bourne Identity came out, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, serious spy movie!" And then everything was just being The Bourne Identity, including James Bond. That's what Casino Royale was. Let's Bourneify James Bond. And
Well,
now-
they still did a comedy spy thing that worked out really good with The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
yeah, that one was pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't expect that to be like I had too many people
that
tell
was
me.
Guy Ritchie though. That was
Yeah, well, still, it was like, I was like, why? And they're like, no, watch it, you'll like it. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna like it. All right, fuck it, all right, I like
yeah.
it. Fine.
The Witcher and that one guy who eats people in real life.
Yeah. I thought it was all right. But, yeah, there's nothing like coming out recently that in any genre, movie, film.
Atomic Blonde was pretty good.
I haven't seen that.
It was okay.
Yeah, it's all right for like a for a B Cold War action movie where Charlize Theron beats the shit out of everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, the one scene, the unbroken camera sequence in the apartment building. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was like the memorable part of the movie.
Is there any guy? What was the last movie Guy Ritchie did?
There was we were talking about it.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's the new
Yeah.
one coming out.
Rused.
There was a King Arthur one he did too that I never watched.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
I couldn't bring myself to do that.
Yeah, Operation Fortune, right? That's Guy Ritchie.
Mm.
The Covenant. Huh. I guess that's coming out this year. Wrath of Man was
Operation
all right.
Fortune, Ruse de Guerre.
Right, that's it. Yeah, it's Jason Statham. Guy Ritchie's like, I know what I'm getting. All right, done. Yeah, Bugsy Malone, Hugh Grant, Aubrey Plaza. Yeah, I'll watch fuck out of this. And you're not going to get like anything surprising out of it. It's going to be that movie. Yeah, Ruse. Yeah, Ruse de Guerre.
Ruse de Guerre.
Yeah. Ruse of War.
Ruse of War.
Gears of War.
It's Australian, mate. Ruse of War.
The Ruse of War.
If you think about it, war is kind of a ruse. The ruse of peace.
Ruse, no peace. Only war.
that case, wouldn't it be emus of war?
Emus of war. Oh, moose versus ruse.
Birds versus buff kangaroos. Who wins? And it's a fucking dance-off, too. It's not even like a fight.
Oh, nice.
It's just a lot of legs flying around.
Oh, man. I gotta find something. I got food. Yeah, I mean,
I have not prepared anything for...
yeah, I'm wondering, what's the easiest thing to make?
I don't even know. I got rice and beans, but I need something to put on the rice and beans.
Well, I got,
Little
like,
too
cabbage
bland.
and onions. I could, like, fry that.
I bought a shit ton of broccoli slaw.
Broccoli slaw?
Yeah, it's like cabbage and broccoli, like, chopped and mixed together.
With, like,
Was bait.
mayo or shit in it?
No. Just, it's just...
Oh, right. Doesn't have the coal in it for the
yeah.
slaw.
Just slaw.
Just the slaw.
See, yeah, you get her to IKEA, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. You can get bags of it. You gotta assemble it with the Allen key. Build your own salad kit, literally.
You have to assemble your own lettuce and then peel it.
Bitch, it comes with seeds. What you talking about?
I was just thinking, like, each individual leaf of the lettuce had like an Allen key. It's like...
It's IKEA. That's how they roll.
Oh, man, we need to have, like, an IKEA drag race.
Like RuPaul's Drag Race or like Cars Racing Drag Race?
No, dude, like, we all get the same thing from fucking IKEA.
And we build a drag car?
No, we see who can build it the fastest.
Okay. I thought you were like, let's all get a different like thing with wheels from IKEA and like race it down a
No.
hill.
Yeah.
We can do that, yeah. I was thinking about, like...
just find like the steepest hill we can and just like...
Yeah, like office chairs or something. It just has to have
Yeah.
wheels.
Yeah,
you
no,
assemble it and then ride it to the bottom of the hill.
No, but the scoring system is whoever leaves the longest smear on the pavement wins.
Meat crayon.
Doesn't necessarily have to be blood. You could be shitting yourself all the way down.
Yeah, see, that's my secret. I appreciate myself so that I can leave longer.
It really helps with the drifting.
The real
It helps
skin
with-
marks.
It helps with the dripping too. Fast and the Furious Tokyo drip.
Oh, man, speed dripping.
Okay.
Tokyo drip, yeah.
Yeah, and on that high note,
That went to shit real quick.
yeah.
Thanks, IKEA.
IKEA, totally not sponsored. Hashtag.
Never gonna be sponsored by IKEA.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
IKEA might be into that. They're like, yo, hey.
IKEA has had some fucked up commercials. Like, some of you are upset about the lamp. That is because you're crazy. or like the 30 Rock episode sponsored by IKEA, where they just imply that like IKEA actively kills relationships because it just starts fights between couples who go to IKEA, and there are like employees going, yes, IKEA. So I don't know. They might be into it.
Regular, ordinary Swedish IKEA time.
Yeah, they're Swedish. They have sense of humor, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
11 of them. All right, Twitch. That was fun hanging out. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.
The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare